Let's get this up. I want this up. Okay, nope. Move here. Log in here. And we'll get started here. It's been a while since I've done 15. Okay. It's been a while since we've done this, so we're going to do Bristol and Richmond. I'm going to go with the Mountain Dew car. Again, running as Little E. Standings through the first 8 races. We have 4 wins. Our other winners are Bush, Stewart, Harvick. Where's our other winner? There should be another one. Unless I counted wrong. It's only 7 races. Huh. Oh, because this, I think, we're going into race 8. We're going into race 8, that's right. We're going into race number 8. See standings at the moment. Dylan on the bubble by 9 points over Truex. Get back to this. We get the doubleheader today. We're going to do Bristol and Richmond. 50%. Cautions are on. DNFs are on, but my rule of thumb is if I DNF before halfway, I restart it. If I DNF after halfway, I consider it an official race. So like the rain, basically it's the rain rules that I operate on.
Good luck, pal. Give us a great show.
Why am I not? Where's my camera? That's weird. Something wrong with my phone? I figure why I can't see my stream on my phone. I know I'm going to get going here in a second. I'm just trying to figure out why I'm having issues. Weird issue to be having. Huh, because it's showing up on PC, that's weird. Alrighty. I don't know why it's showing up on PC, but it's not showing up on, okay, I'll edit. Nope. I want the other. This is where I could do my, not that edit, but the other one. We'll see the note. Oh, there it is. Found what I was looking for. Keyframe level too high. Notifications. Huh. Ready to do Bristol. I'm just trying to make sure why I'm having issues. Like mobile viewer won't work. Try refreshing this. Huh. Okay. That's new. It's working on the computer, I just don't know why it's not working on my phone. Hang on, I gotta figure out why it's doing this. How's YouTube look? Okay, so YouTube's working. What about my phone? I know, I'm trying to get settings right. We're ready to go race. I already qualified and everything before for this, so I'm just trying to make sure everything's working. Yeah. For some reason, Twitch mobile isn't working. Huh. That's a weird one. That's different. That's different. I've never had that be a problem. Normally it's the computer one that seems to not do as well as the mobile one, but apparently it's the mobile one that's not working today.
It's Bristol, baby. Welcome to Fox Sports coverage of the Food City 500. Darryl Waltrip, I'm Mike Joy.
Mike, have you ever been caught in a blender?
Okay.
Have you ever gotten into the cul-de-sac?
Bristol and Richmond.
Around your neighborhood? No, but that's what Bristol is all about. It's like flying airplanes in a gymnasium.
So I know both sides are working on YouTube and Twitch, but for some reason Twitch mobile isn't working. Which is weird. I don't know why it's I don't know why it's that messed up on Twitch mobile. What if you go to Twitch itself, it's fine. It's for some reason my mobile won't show it. What's funny is it shows the thumbnail, but it won't show the the live feed video. I have to re-download Twitch. Yeah. Alright. This should be interesting. Gotta be very careful, especially doing this on just pit setups. Again, I don't like trying to do the full sets, but that's what makes it interesting. Gotta be very careful, especially when you're doing 250 laps of this. It's like, you don't want to tear your stuff up too early. I tried to run this race a couple of weeks ago, but I was so tired from working earlier in the day that I was like, ah, screw it, I'll do it at a later time. So, here I am now. Already got some hub damage, and we got a late early caution. Oh, Logano. Joey. That's right, Joey Logano hasn't earned the nickname like a kangaroo nickname only because of, you know, that's what you call a baby kangaroo. I could come in and make some early adjustments, but I don't want to get trapped in the pack. I want to try to ride this out if I can. At least the early laps. If you see me keep looking up, I've got two screens. My television is acting like my second screen, and that's what's above me, so if you see me looking up at times, that's why. The thing is, it's so tight off the corner, it's like I'm having to roll so much out of it. The AI are forcing 3 wide, forcing me into the fence. At this point, I'm almost just trying to bounce it off the wall just to keep it so I can get clear of the AI. Once I'm clear, I can focus on adjusting and start trying to drive it so I can get a run going here. I always liked this track on 15 though. Bristol was fun. It's just you had to run a certain line with it, but you had to run a certain line or else you would nail the wall out of 4 because of how narrow the track is. Yep. And I get turned into the fence. Yeah, that's pretty much how this career mode is going. I'll get trashed early on and then come back and win the race later on. It's just so goofy. You know, replaying this game has made me realize about how much looking back on this game with nostalgia glasses is. Because I don't think this game was as good as people make it out to be now, you know? Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, I had a lot of fun with it, but yeah, I'm on 3 times wear and 3 times tire. 50%. As I said, DNFs, all flags are on, so. I have other games I eventually want to get to. I have, Alright, let's just do some rubber. I'm not going to make any other adjustments. I have Forza and iRacing, which iRacing I'm getting into some league racing, so I'll be streaming that this coming year. Forza, which I want to do some stuff with. Having a blast on Forza. Beam, I got my monster trucks working again, so Beam monster trucks could be a thing at some point. I also have Wreckfest I can do at some point because I have the Nascar mod there. So yeah, I got a full gauntlet of things. Minecraft, Among Us, Jackbox stuff. Got a full menu of things. Hopefully do more into this coming year. And the race reactions will continue into next year too. I'm not going to do them on Twitch. I'll probably just do them on Discord. Maybe I'll try to do maybe one on Twitch. I just want to make sure that I don't lose the account. So I may do like one, see what it's like, and then go from there. Yes, I also use a manual transmission for this. No clutch, because I don't have pedals. I'm basically using my Xbox controller. I mean, again, watching the AI in this game, I would love to see a compilation, somebody put together a compilation of just AI in NASCAR games. Because, I mean, look at this. They're 4 wide at Bristol. When have you ever seen them run 4 wide at Bristol and make it? I mean, I try to recall myself the races I've watched at Bristol, and I never remember them running 4 wide and making it work. It's like they basically took the 550 horsepower package and put it in NASCAR 15 the game, because look at this, pack racing at Bristol. It just does not work. So it's funny when I see people look back on 15 and say, oh, this was such a good game, it was such a good game, it's so much better than the games we have now, and then I see this. It's like, yeah, anything's going to be better right now than the current release, Ignition, but 4 wide at Bristol? You can't tell me that that's realistic. You can't seriously look me dead in the eye and tell me that that's realistic. Ain't no way. And that's honestly why I've gone more iRacing than the console. Ooh, and Jimmy got turned, and how did they not? Of course, I'm the one that gets turned around trying to avoid it. No caution, though. I'm actually amazed after all that no yellow came out of that. Oh, save it! See, I think I'm better if I can get to the high lane. I just gotta get to the high lane. And then not do that. Because I don't need to tear up my hub and get tight again. Sadly, this is pretty much how the first short track race I ran this season went at Martinsville. Martinsville and Phoenix kind of went this way, so I knew these races were not going to be in my favor, so to say. I think the only way I'm going to even be able to make up any time is through green flag pit stops, because it's just, you can't work your way past the AI without them coming back on you 4 wide. And we're under caution again. Wow. It's just, it amazes me the level of aggression the AI have, especially in these older games, especially in like 14 and 15, the level of aggression the AI has. To some extent, even in some of the Heat games have it too. It's just, AI should not race like that. At least not compared to the player, you know? It's like anytime you race the AI, it's like you're racing against in an online public lobby. Level of aggression. Hey, Yeppers. I don't know if you're still in here, but just noticed your messages. My bad. It's like I got them up on here so I can see the comments, but... Crash Gano. Joey Crash Gano. That's something I need to keep in mind. That would do something I know might free it up. I don't understand the physics behind it. I'm sure if I thought about it, I could figure out why it works, but I've learned, at least from my experience playing this game with, especially on pit setups, that if you make your right rear tire or your right side tires off you get a lower pressure in the right, and you get a lower pressure in the front tire than the rear one, you can make your car looser. I don't understand the physics behind it. I'm sure if I thought about it, it would make sense. But I think it's because you got it stiffer in the rear, so it wants to hold on the rear, whereas the front is squishy. But I don't know. I'm assuming here. I don't know how it actually works, but
Great stop, guys. In and out. It's all up to you.
I hope I could make some time taking 2 tires, but it really didn't. That really didn't do anything. Hey, Allison's watching too.
Keep a good pace. You're doing great.
Jeez.
Let's go to work now, buddy. Come on. Nice pass, man. Keep working. The leader is 4 seconds in front.
This has just been a shit show to start. Basically, what I need is some green flag laps. Because we get green flag pit stops here. That's something I've been able to do in this season mode, is just make up time on green flag pit stops.
He's right on you.
Being on 3 times wear and 3 times tire, it's
All clear.
I can cycle through pretty quick. But I need it to stay green. I don't need these rash cautions coming out. I mean, look at this horn. Look at this.
Left side's clear.
If Bristol ran like this, these seats would be packed. Seriously, if Bristol was like this, you'd never, people wouldn't be yelling about Bristol having, you know, oh, empty spots in the seating, or where's my old Bristol, where's it? If Bristol ran like this, look at this. Is this Talladega or is this Bristol? Jesus Christ. 4 wide again. Oh, Tony just got slammed into the fence. Man, if only Bristol ran like this, you know? If Bristol ran like this, it'd be the hottest ticket in racing, and Joey just got sent.
You're doing it today. Clear low.
Yeah, my car's not handling the best right now. That's why I'm trying to stay out of this Hornets mess and not drive up into it. Ah, like that.
Going to caution. Going to caution.
It's actually a soft spin though. See, that's what happens. The car gets run high. It's what happened to me more than once. You get run high, you bounce off the wall. The AI just kind of keep forcing you into the fence.
Pit road's open.
You really don't have room to recover. Uh-oh. I don't like hearing that sound. I didn't want to pit, but it's a sign you don't want to hear in this game is the tick. Even though the engine isn't discolored, there might be a little color to the green, but you don't want to hear that tick, because that usually means engine damage. I mean, I'm not even a fifth of the way through this race yet, and it's been a yeah, I would say typical Bristol though. At least caution-wise. Typical Bristol. Even though I don't think 4 wide is typical Bristol, but what do you expect?
Tires are all worn. You need gas, and we quickly need to fix some of that damage too.
In case anybody is wondering, I'm on both platforms. So I'm actually streaming on both platforms, Twitch and YouTube. So it's the beauty of Streamlabs. Streamlabs, you can do both platforms at once. Hell, you could do at the most 3, I think, with Streamlabs. So it's a little tidbit for anybody that wants to do streaming at some point, that you can do all 3 platforms at once if you so choose.
Nice job, boys. Great pit stop.
We're doing great, buddy. That pit stop's going to make all the difference.
Well, I don't know, Spotter. spotter crew chief. I don't know. It'd be nice to
We can do this.
go anywhere with this, but
First is in front by 8 seconds.
I think what I'm gonna need is like I need some green flag running here, and it didn't fill my tank either, even though I put fuel on. So I need some green flag racing, but the AI is just not gonna allow for that. And like I said, it's not like the car is handling great to where I can actually, you know, drive up through this pack and clear some of this mess, but the car's not handling great. So because the car isn't handling great, I don't really want to run up in there.
The safety crews are clear of the track. You want to pit, buddy?
Not this time around. Ghost cars. Yeah, that happens in this game too. All too familiar with this. I think all the audience is on YouTube, so I may go back to the YouTube video, at least so I can read the comments. Alright. I still don't understand why it's so, hang on, let me see something. I'm trying to figure out why it's so... Because I'm not seeing any significant drop in speed, so... I don't know why it's so, it might just be my quality watching it on YouTube versus, or watching it on my computer, because my phone quality looks better than my computer quality watching on YouTube.
3 wide, too low. 7 seconds ahead to the
Gained some extra spots with people pitting, but I just spun the tires on the restart. Okay, it's a little more snug now.
approaching low.
Yep.
Inside's clear. Car inside at your door. Go up high.
Yeah, and I am running
Clear left side.
the update AI. We are running 100% AI.
Gotta go get it.
So,
The leader is 4 seconds in front.
I should not be surprised by the level of aggressiveness because it is 100% AI, but at the same time, it's still like, really? Oh, that brake pass me a bit. God,
Left side's clear.
can I have a lap without a wreck?
Moving to yellow. Caution.
Can I have a lap without crashing going on? Seriously. Just one lap. Just one lap is all I'm asking.
Need you to go out. The road's now open. What do you want to do?
I gotta get that hub damage fixed because I don't want it getting tight. Just give me one lap. That's all I'm asking. The good news is when I go to Richmond, I don't like Richmond that much,
Okay,
but at
buddy,
least with
we're ready. Here we go.
Richmond, I will not have, I'll have a little more room to move around than Bristol. That's my big issue right now, is that there's not a lot of room to move around right now, so I'm not really,
The car's taking a beat.
not really able
Make some
to
fast repairs. You also need
try to
new
get
tires and
around like I
brakes.
can. I still got a lot of laps left, but
Okay, boys, here we go.
Well, this car's definitely going to look like it's been run at Bristol by the end of it. Surprised the nose is actually still fairly clean. The left and right sides are banged up, but nose is still relatively clean. Which I guess is a good thing.
Now that's one of the fastest of the day. Awesome work, guys. Awesome work.
Like I said, we got a real good car here. Just take care of it, buddy.
But I need a green flag run. If I can get a green flag run, I can start,
Let's go.
you know, trying to gain positions through green flag pit stops, but we haven't been able to get a green flag run.
High side.
That's the thing, I am trying to take it easy too, you know, I am trying to do a little patience here, but
At your door up top.
that's the other thing, you just even tap the AI and they wreck on you.
We're on the high side.
Oh, what do you know, we made a lap without wrecking.
Clear right.
With the Cheerios twins.
Car outside you. Keep digging. High side.
We had to hold them hard there.
Caution's up.
There's another caution. Trying to pull the inside. That, the fact that the game doesn't immediately grab you after caution, so you can just basically keep driving under caution. God, there's so... it's funny looking back on the game now to realize how many issues this game actually did have that were kind of overlooked because we, oh look, good game.
Racetrack's
Now is it
clear.
levels
Now
of
open.
ignition bad? No, I don't think anything's gonna beat the way ignition came out. I don't think anything's beating that at this point in terms of, you know, fail fast right from the drop of the green, so to say. So, gonna stay out again. See, gain any spots here? Yep, 28th. Don't know if it's good starting on the high lane, which... This track was notorious for wheel spin on the starts. Racing online.
Doing an awesome job today, buddy.
So you had to almost try to get it straight as you're going through the gears so that it wouldn't spin coming up through the gears.
Come on, man.
Obviously I'm running manual now more versus auto, so I can kind of adjust more than when I used to drive this game when I would use automatic.
One back.
But yeah, Bristol was notorious on restarts because they would restart you basically right out of turn 2. But you were still somewhat on the banking, so it would it would spin the tires as it was coming through the gears.
Too high. Looking inside. Car right behind you.
God, they're 3 wide beating and banging behind me.
Car up high.
Finally getting a little bit of breathing room here from the AI, so that's good.
Watch your rear. First is leading by 3 seconds.
See if I
One up top.
can use it. No, that was a squeeze, and they're wrecking.
Yellow flag. Yellow flag.
They're wrecking behind. What happened back there? Brad. I thought I was going to get spun. There was a car to my outside, which was apparently McMurray. The one car. I was trying not to get squeezed, and it looked like Brad got squeezed.
Clean up truck. Are you clear? You want to pit, buddy?
Nah, we're good. Try to stay out of here and try to give myself a little better track position at the moment, at least until I have to pit. I mean, this is the furthest I've been since we started. So, or since the start of the race when we started 12, so. Yeah, almost back to where I started. I'm 16th right now. Almost back to where I started. Just need to watch that initial start.
Looking really
If I can't get into the second gear right away. See, that's the problem with the automatic, is it wants to start you in first gear. Which, as I said, because of the wheel spin here, you basically are going to spin out until you can get it into second gear. That's where it helps to have a manual, to have the run the manual here versus the automatic. See if we can get down low here. Gotta go back to high. Car's actually handling really pretty good right now. Better than what it was at the initial start. That we're finally making some progress though too. Oh, that was, yeah, and they're wrecking ahead of us anyway. Casey got turned. See, he's 3 wide. And got squeezed into Boyer. Seems like every wreck has been pretty much that. A car gets squeezed to the outside, another car's already trying to force their way outside. Hey, we're going to be P4 here on this restart. My car's pitted there. Finally, can I get to finally some clean air? Can I finally get out front? Get a lap lead, get some bonus points. Yeah, again, this is time when you had the bonus points for leading a lap and leading the most laps, so. Get clear here, get gas. Look at JJ Ely up here. The alien former Gibbs teammate Tony Stewart. Ooh. Yeah, that time you forget that JJ Ely and Tony Stewart were teammates for 2 years. Yep. Thanks, AJ. Just squeezed me into the outside wall. I finally make it up front and the AI decides to destroy me. God, I hate this game sometimes. Yeah, I'm screwed. All that progress just gone now. All because an AI decided, yeah, I'm just going to shove you into the outside wall. Well, that happened. Well, that happened. Yeah, Kyle finished me off.
The safety crews are clear of the track. Pit road's now open. What do you want to do?
Made all that progress. I almost want to laugh at the ones well, is it Terminators or is it Ass Packers? Because that would be the that'd be the term I would use here.
Okay, let's get this stuff figured out.
Because I think it's more ass packing that they're doing than anything else. And as I was just saying, I almost want to laugh when people keep mentioning about ignition. It's like, did you race against the AI on NASCAR 15 and the heat gains? Because I don't think you did. Honestly, you give me a decent enough AI. Like, NASCAR Thunder was good about having decent AI, at least. So. There were some things that those games weren't great on, but I think the career mode and the AI were kind of the two best things that Heat had, that the Thunder games had going for them.
Way to go, boys. Nice pit.
Like, the AI wasn't super aggressive to where they would, like, destroy you, yet they were still challenging enough to pass, you know? The career mode is still probably the best career mode that any NASCAR console game has ever done.
The leader is 4 seconds in front.
I mean, you basically had to build your own race team straight up. Granted, there's a lot more in-depth stuff that you could do now, but you basically had to build your own race team in terms of starting from the ground up, and you just wish they could take lessons learned from previous games and build them into a new game. But no, we're gonna create our own new game and do our own things. And that's the problem that's the problem with having multiple companies come out with titles over the years instead of just having one company dedicated to the title.
Clear on the inside.
I mean, even the EA game started to slip toward the end of its run, so
Clear on the low side.
honestly, if they could take something
Car up top. Car outside.
with the in-depth nature of, say, NR 2003 or iRacing, and add to it the career mode that we got out of NASCAR Thunder 03, 04. And then if you want to add the multiple series like
Gap between you and the leader.
Chase for the Cup had, and put that
Your door up
into
top.
a game,
Car inside, just looking.
it would sell off the shelves like hotcakes.
Car out your
Because
door.
that's what everybody's been asking for, just about.
Coming on the inside.
And the problem is, we get bits and pieces of it. There's never truly been a full, I guess you could say, a full top to bottom game that where everything's well rounded. It's always like every game focuses on one thing they make really well,
Gotta keep focused.
and other things suffer.
Car outside you. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Car outside.
Like, you can make a game that would make it look pretty and everything else, but if the physics sucks, well, the physics sucks.
Car at your door.
Vice versa, you can make a game with great physics, but what if the graphics suck? You know, it's like they can't seem to put the focus,
Outside you. Car 3 back.
even out the focus.
Coming high.
It's always, oh no, we gotta focus on this one thing, or this thing, or we gotta focus on this, or focus on that.
At your door up top.
It's like, why don't we, you know,
Right's all clear, bud.
even everything out, even if we take a little bit from something, make everything
Inside.
of good or great quality versus trying to make something really, really great and let something else fall to mediocre because we're so focused on the one. But then again, I said it before and I'll say it again for anybody that's heard me say it. You're never going to find a great racing game for console. A great dedicated sim for console, because they're console games. Console games are naturally limited.
Pit road's open.
And it's just because of the system that they're on. The platform they're on. Why do you think one of the greatest games, or which been universally called one of the greatest games, one of the greatest NASCAR titles ever made, NR 2003 is for PC? It's no coincidence that it's for PC. Because there's so much more you can do with a PC game versus a console game. The only problem is, and it's all about availability. Although it seems like it's changed as of recently, like more and more people are going to PC versus the consoles, which I like to see, you know? I think that ultimately is what's going to sway the market. But that's the big issue. That's why you don't see the dedication put into the console games like a PC game, because consoles, it's all about how many units are you selling.
We gotta go to work now. We gotta go to work. One inside.
I love how I'm ranting and raving as this mess is just going on around me. You can tell I just kind of given up on focusing on the race and just trying to survive at this point.
Car inside at your door.
But I'm just going off on this tangent about games.
One back, coming low. Coming low.
I almost need that meme in the background while I'm ranting radio. Everything's great, everything's fine. This is great.
Car inside you. There's 5 second gap.
At this point, I might as well wall ride. At this point.
Underneath. One on the bottom.
Because I keep getting forced up there anyway, so... I mean, hell, I restarted 10th and I'm back 40th now.
Caution here.
Because the AI just decided, oh yeah, we're just gonna just beat the hell out of you.
Clean up truck, are you clear? You want to come in?
Probably eventually gonna do some iRacing today at some point because I have my AO license now and next gen cars are at Dega. I've done a couple of races with a buddy of mine that were offline, but were unofficial races.
Let's get plenty of fuel in there. We want to
But
get
Dega's
out
always a
of
crapshoot anyway.
We're ready when you are, pal.
Make sure we fill full fuel. I can't even predict this race. I'm at the point now where I can't even predict what's going to happen in this race because it's just...
Tires and gas.
I feel like I'm running a super speedway race.
Okay, boys, be safe and smart. Here we go.
And I'm still amazed my nose is clean. Forget the left and right sides, they're gone. They're going to be refabricated anyway, but the fact the nose of this car is still clean, I find hilarious. It's like, how? After everything, how is my nose clean?
Awesome job, guys. Great teamwork.
Okay, let's get back in that rhythm. Let's go get these boys.
And I'm not even halfway in this race yet. And we've had this much chaos.
Gotta be smooth and calm. 10-4. The leader is 10 seconds ahead.
I've had engine damage twice now.
Keep rolling. Got a car closing on your outside.
If I could just get this thing to turn. If I could just get this thing to turn, I could start diving it low and get under these AI and keeping them from getting under me. See, that's a problem. If I could ride this lane and force them high, I'd be okay. But the problem is I either gotta go high or they stick their nose inside and ram me up the track. So I gotta try to get through them, and it's challenging when the car doesn't want to handle.
At your door. Car approaching low.
But again, that's why I wanted to do this. You want a challenge, then you turn the AI difficulty up as high as it'll go, in this case 100%, and you don't run full setups. And that's as challenging as you're going to make it.
The safety crews are clear of the track. The road will be open this time.
And if you can survive from that point on, then I give you the props. You know? And honestly, that's the way to do it. In my opinion. If you want a challenging let's play of a season mode in a game, turn the AI as high as it'll go. You turn it to 100%. Just go. Down mid-pack.
Really good, buddy. You made up 4/10 on the guy in front.
There, I got a quick gear change there. And again, there you go.
Car up high. You got cautions out. Roll out of the throttle, buddy.
I was down low and got turned. Literally, I was down low keeping it straight, and AJ again decided, yeah, I'm just going to dump you.
Clean up truck, I'm gonna need you to go out.
You coming in, buddy?
And I got to pit again because the engine's damaged. I was dreading the short track races in this game. I really was, because I know the way the AI reacts in this game. So I was dreading these two races. That's why I knew when I did them, I was going to end up probably doing them both the same day, because get them both out of the way. I guess the good news is that there's only one short track
Let's make this
race
work.
in this chase format, so I don't have to worry about that. But still. Well, rip for now. Rip for now. Again, that's the other weird, the strange thing about the
Guys are all warned, you need
about
to
this game is that you could repair things quickly. So yeah, my engine's yellow, but it'll be fixed here after this pit stop.
Get ready, ready. Give me a fast stop here, guys.
The guy back at my shop that fabricates the noses is like, I'm not gonna have any work on Monday. While the rest of the body crew is like, we will get you for this. Yeah. That's pretty much been my short track experience with 15 so far.
Buddy, that pit stop's gonna make all the difference.
You'll start the tail of the field.
And to think I'm doing two of them today. I'm doing Bristol and Richmond.
You've been here before, buddy. Come on, let's pick it up.
But I want to get them both out of the way. Martinsville went terrible for me. I spent much of the race a lap down. I was at the back of the field. I still ended up finishing. I think it was like mid-pack. I'll have to double check what the results were at Martinsville. But I still think I ended up coming back to finish like mid-pack at Martinsville.
Wide, 2 outside.
Phoenix was terrible too. I've never been good with the short tracks in this game. Racing AI, because the AI is so aggressive.
Yellow, yellow.
That thing just didn't want to turn off that corner.
Now I've got a clean-up truck and a vacuum truck out on a race.
I'm hoping so, only because Richmond's got more room than obviously Bristol, so I'm hoping Richmond won't be as bad. I actually won a race at Richmond in my career mode, or in a league race here way back when. So I can run good at Richmond. It's just, I should say I could run good at Richmond on pit setups, but
Restart. We can do this. We can get a great finish.
that's racing other players and not racing AI, so we'll have to see how it goes with AI.
Cover your outside. Got one working the top.
See, that's the biggest unknown with me doing this, is that
He's coming on the
when I played this game, I very rarely ran
Closing up top.
against the AI other than do testing races for setups for the league stuff. I very rarely used it for this.
Clean-up truck, I'm gonna need you to go out.
Pit road's open.
God, the car is so loose, but I don't want to. I might as well. very rarely raced against the AI doing this stuff. I know I did. I know I did. But like I said before, Bristol was notorious for it. I just didn't get the gear shift right. I will say this, I do like the fact that I can manual shift versus when I ran here before, a long time ago, I just ran auto. Ever since I switched to the manual shifting, it's like, I know Ed Sound had said it before in one of his videos, it's like, you don't want to be one of those guys that gets left behind on restarts because you're not using a manual transmission, so the manual does help, I will say that. I would recommend using it. Of course, once you get to iRacing, you have no choice but to use manual.
Let's switch out the tires.
Although you can,
Let's add some tape to the grill. You're running pretty cool.
you can set it up where you don't have to use clutch, which is the way my setup is.
Remember what we practiced. Let's do this.
Which is nice for me. If I would ever get pedals, maybe I'd think about it, but right now with iRacing, since I just have the wheel, I'm basically using the buttons on the wheel. It's better for me to just have it set up as auto clutch. Which is actually the same way I'm playing this game now with my controller, is just using the buttons.
In and out. It's all up to you now, buddy.
Okay, it's time to push that pace now, buddy. Stay focused. We can do this. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Step it up.
93. Closing in on halfway.
You and the leader. Outside. Far outside.
Just the amount of smoke you see because they're running 3 and 4 wide. It's like, you know something's going to happen. You're just trying to be away from it when it does.
Clear up high. Looking outside. Far outside. At your door.
Thing is, I used to use keyboard when I ran NR 2003. Before I started using the old PlayStation wheel I have, PlayStation 2 wheel I have, Logitech wheel,
One outside.
I would use keyboard for NR. That was fun. That was fun, quote unquote.
Far outside you. At your door up top. Still outside.
That's like the one, I'll be honest on that, that's like the one game you don't want to use a keyboard for. I mean, you can get by, but
Go low. One outside.
I can't
Car
get
outside.
off the
Right into your
corners. Ooh, save it.
Coming low.
Okay, you got inside me, but I saved it.
Car tucked in behind you.
God, I just...
Watch your inside.
See, that's the one thing that the AI does, no matter what the console game that the AI does, that always ticks me off, is this checkup into corner entry. It's like, you don't need to come to a dead stop, and I don't know who programmed the AI to do that, but you don't need to come to a dead stop to make the corner.
Car outside.
I mean, it's true, yeah, you want to let off corner entry, but not come to a dead stop.
Car outside you. Okay, let's go. We gotta step it up.
There we go, now we're making a little bit of progress.
Momentum. Leader,
Sorry,
6
Eric.
seconds ahead. Car up top.
Just get that little rotation.
One back.
A little more rotation. See, I actually had to put the track bar back because I didn't want to go too far. I didn't want it that loose.
Clear right.
Get some rotation in the center. That's what I want, though. Just that little bit. So I can get into the corner like that.
Looking low. He's charging.
Just that little bit. Oh, tight. About halfway through this fuel on.
Closing on the bottom.
Finally got a good, decent run here.
Clear on the inside.
As far as, you know, a good, decent green flag run.
He's coming on the outside. Car outside.
A lot of smoke up there, though. Come on, Jeff. It's like, now you're just holding me up.
Go there. Right there.
Great. Now that whole thing was caused by frickin' Gordon holding us up. See, the AI forced me into a full wide because I got an AI that was in front of me that was checking me up the whole time.
Racetrack's clear. You want to pit, buddy?
Should I try to stretch the fuel further? No, I'm already at the back anyway. Just when I was finally making progress, too. There wasn't a lot of progress, but I was making some progress there.
Okay, let's gas her up. We got some fresh tires for you, driver. Crew's on the wall and ready.
No, let's go edge. Down a little bit more. Finally, for once, I don't have damage to repair either. About 20 laps or so from halfway.
Let's switch out the tires, fuel up, and let's add some tape to the grill. You're running pretty cool.
The hope is to eventually get back into doing this on a weekly basis like I wanted to, and kept getting away from it. Yeah, to give you an idea, it's taken us about an hour to get through the first half of this race. So yeah, I figured we were last.
Way to go, boys. Nice bit.
Regan Smith leading now.
We got a real good car here. Just take care of it, buddy. He'll start at the tail of the field.
Jeff's back here with me. Jimmy had his issue earlier. Got spun during one of the runs. Casey's back here.
The leader is 10 seconds ahead.
This has not been a good day for your Hendrick car. Bristol, not at all. Algar leaning on Kane. See if I can run this upper groove. Nope, and they're wrecking again.
Slow it down. Caution's out.
Jesus. Parking lot. Yep, and Chase just got turned, so back to my statement. This has not been a good race for Hendrick. Was it Larson that got him? Yep. Larson got him, Menard finished him off.
The safety crews are clear of the track. The road will be open this time.
So now you got 400 cars, 40th, 41st, 42nd, 43rd. Yeah. Not been a good day at Bristol if you're a Hendrick car. See where Jimmy is, because he's the other one. He must have pitted. Yep. So he's 35th. Chase is 43rd. Jeff stayed out with me, as well as Casey. So at least we're in the mid-20s. We're remaining 3 cars. And after all that, I think Larson's the leader. So actually, he pretty much dumped Chase. He's now leading the race. Kenseth just got it from on a restart. Up inside Casey here. I gotta gas it. See, I'm basically just gonna have to start doing that if the AI start checking me up. I basically just have to drive my way to the inside of them. they start checking up like that, even if I tap them, it's like I gotta get them out of my way. I can't keep checking up for them because I'm gonna get wrecked otherwise.
Clean up truck, are you clear?
So I hate that for Algar. It's like I had to do that. Put 19, so we're on the inside, so that's good. Makes it a little easier as far as a restart than being on the outside.
Like we said today, nice and smooth. Stay focused. One up top.
Yeah, that was a smooth restart.
We can do this. Gotta keep focused. Car outside. At your door.
I see. I don't care if they get to my outside. I can't let them to my inside. I can deal with them if they're on my outside.
Got one working the top.
It's trying to protect that inside.
Car approaching your rear.
Ah, sliding.
Top.
Luckily I had enough room there. There was nobody to my outside. I could just let it slide up there. There we go. Now I got some clean racetrack around me, at least for right now.
Looking inside.
We're coming with that steam, Jamie.
Cover your outside.
I had to move him.
Looking high.
Had to send him.
Car outside you. Yellow
It was either send him or get sent, so. Okay, Joey. Check up at the back.
I've got a clean-up truck and a vacuum truck out on the racetrack cleaning it up.
You coming in, buddy? You staying out?
I think right now we gotta stay out. I gotta take the track position right now. At least at the moment. And the front runner's gonna come? Yes, sir. It's like Larson, Hamlin, Dillon. I don't like being on the outside, but again, I'd rather take the track position. Ooh, Kansas spun him.
Fast. Car approaching your rear.
Might be good if I can get into the hole here.
Go low, go low.
Alright, Truex, I'm gonna have to start knocking these guys out of the way when they brake check like that, because it's the only way I'm not gonna get run over.
Car approaching low. Car outside.
I mean, Kurt Busch is going somewhere though.
Did he just do that to you?
Sorry, Matt. Didn't mean to cut you off, but
Car outside. At your door. One outside.
Stuart Oscar running wrong right now. Harvick and Busch,
Car up top.
third and fourth. Tony right behind the air.
Car outside you.
Was that seventh? For Tony?
On your right side. He's coming low.
Sounds like I have engine damage, but I'm not seeing any visual damage. Oop,
Low side's clear.
like I did tear the hub up there.
Two back. Coming low. Okay. Behind you. Clear
Yeah,
now.
she's starting to tighten up now. I wonder if I should drop my, this. She's tight now. There we go. I finally got clear of the mess. That's good. Finally get some running room.
Go high. Go high.
See, hey, Labonte leading. Go Bobby. Baines second. Busch got around his teammate for third. Kurt Busch has got a fast race car if you can get it up there. I think he's on fresher tires too, so. I think if he gets up there, he might be gone. Ooh, Truex! Damn it, Truex! Damn it, Truex! It's three times where I'm not sure what the mileage is, because I haven't been able to run a long green flag run yet. So that was the longest green flag run I've had this race. Now since it's gonna put me at the back anyway, I got no choice but to pit. But man, we got up to six through that one run. Car wasn't handling too bad.
All right, driver, let's pick next time by. We need 4 tires, gas, and let's add some tape to that front end. We'll run a little bit cool.
So that was the big thing, is I got clear of the mess behind me. Once I got clear of the mess behind me, I was able to drive where I wanted to drive. That's why I was able to maintain where I was. And we're halfway now too, so at this point if I have a catastrophic DNF, that would be the race.
We should do some fast repairs. You also need new tires and gas.
That's going to start me at the back because of that incident, so I might as well pit here. That and all these wonky camera angles, it's like, sometimes it's game. Sometimes it's game and it's glitches. Bush now leader, so he must have pitted. Yeah, Labonte's came out 18th. So.
Awesome job, guys. Great teamwork.
Okay, go get him, man. We're still one of the fastest cars
Kurt and
out
Kevin
there.
now in the front row.
They'll start at the tail of the field.
We've been here before, buddy. Come on, let's pick it up. The leader is 6 seconds ahead.
Let's see if I can do kind of just what I did to get up there initially. Just kind of try to do that same thing. If I gotta put a lane inside the AI, put a lane inside the AI.
Holding up top. Car on the bottom, 2 back. 3 wide, 2 high.
Be careful when doing that. If I gotta send the AI, I'll send the AI if I need to. Because we gotta start.
Car outside, at your door.
I can only ride for so long, you know. We're past the halfway point, so
Car outside.
gotta start making some progress back up there. Ooh, Bane.
You the man.
Nice save.
Yellow flag, yellow, yellow, yellow.
Don't know how I saved that one, but I did. No, this is also on PC too. I'm not. This is the Steam version actually of 15 too. So, like, there's 2 things. I'm on PC and this is Steam, so it's not a physical copy of the game. Even then, though, I've seen the game get this bad when it comes to especially the AI. I just wish Bane would have saved it so he could have kept, or that wasn't Bane, it was the 21. I wish he would have saved it so that way we could have kept green, because I was making good time there, good ground. Now I gotta try to avoid the mayhem here until I can get back into the lane I was running, and Jimmy got off the wall.
Coming on the high side.
That's gonna check up the field. Menard.
Coming to yellow, caution's out.
Ooh, no, don't spin. Hopefully I'll keep my track position because I spun after the yellow was out.
Racetrack's clear.
Nope.
The road will be open this time.
Okay, now that's ridiculous. I spun after the yellow was out, and they still threw me back last in the race. Really? It's like, really? Well, there's going to be a lot to dissect after this one, that's for sure. Kind of sucks, but it's the way it goes, I guess. I had all that track position I made up, too. We were sitting pretty.
There's a 9-second gap to the leader. Car in front's heading to the pit. Keep a good pace. You're doing great.
Agreed.
Right side's
By
clear.
the way, there's some games I wish the online was still there. Even the Heat games had, I'm not gonna say every game has had its issues too, so it's not like, you know, it all magically better once you go to one game versus another. Wow. Okay. Brad and Harvick just had a, if I saw right, I thought Brad was on his side. No, Vickers got sent over the pit wall. Vickers just got launched over the pit wall. I have now seen everything in this game. I mean, he flew.
Left truck, I'm gonna need you to go out. Your road's now open. Crew's on the wall.
Jesus. I don't think I've ever seen that before in this game. At least not like that. Attention Vickers, you are now cleared for takeoff. How is he not out of this race? He didn't pit either. How? Brian, how are you alive? Ken's the leader. Kenseth, Menard, Wise, Bain. I think Gordon's fifth.
Car in line with you. First is leading by 3
It's either
seconds.
Gordon or McDowell up there.
High side.
Ah, damn it. That was my bad. I wasn't paying attention to check up for Truex.
Caution's out.
It's a good thing it didn't give me any engine damage. Well, in some ways, yeah, and I already said that about Ignition.
Pit road's now open. What do you want to do?
I still think Ignition probably had the worst opening day I think I've ever seen one of the NASCAR games have, in terms of just the footage that was shown. That is easily the worst debut day I've seen for one of the NASCAR console games. Hell, I was sitting in What If's stream watching him do it and laughing my ass off. It's like, they really released this like that. I hate to say it, but it was, I think part of the problem was the fact they were trying to release it as quick as they could because the expectations were so high for the game. People wanted the game, and
3 wide, 2 high.
they tried to release it as soon as they could to appease the general public and didn't take the time to make sure the game was right.
Gotta get to the bottom.
The bad thing is that now they've got this whole bad reputation now because they released the game when it wasn't ready.
1 outside.
Or I should say when it was clearly not ready.
Outside. Car outside.
But now they got to build back that trust among
1 outside.
gamers now.
Nicely done, man. Outside. Check your outside.
And it goes back to that point I just said about how they put emphasis, when you put emphasis on one part of the game and don't make the rest of the game
Check car low.
level out, or if you put too much focus on one part of the game and not try to level everything else out, that's the situation you put yourself into. It's the box you put yourself into. It's like I remember the line from, to make this reference, it was Jeff Dunham's The Ventriloquist. It was his first special.
One inside.
He has Peanut go, polish a turd, it's still a turd. And it kind of is true, you know, you make something look so good,
On the bottom. One
but if the rest of it is bad, if the rest of it is shit, it's still shit.
car 2 back.
You can only dress up a turd so much before the stench still comes through. So to say.
He's still on you. Got one work at the bottom. Come on, buddy. You gotta work for that money.
And that's the thing, I think Ignition wasn't a total disaster.
Car at your door.
I mean, the idea and some of the stuff I've seen of the game looks incredible.
Still down low.
It looks really good.
3 wide. 2 inside.
And I feel like they have a foundation there. They just need to clean it up.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep, caution's out. Roll out of the throttle, buddy.
I feel like if they can actually take the time now, go through and actually take more time than they did with Ignition, they've got a solid foundation there. They just got to build upon it. Honestly, that's what kind of happened with the Heat games. Evolution was kind of the starting point, and again, Evolution wasn't the greatest and probably the weakest of the Heat games. But as you went through 2 and 3 and 4, they did get better. Obviously 5 was kind of a phone-in attempt right at the very end, but because they knew the contract was expiring.
Let's get plenty of fuel in there. I'm thinking 4 tires here. Crew's on the wall and ready.
Hell, even some of the EA games, the early EA games, like I said, 03, 04, 05 were the good EA games. I like those 6, Total Team Control. But the latter ones, before they lost their license, also kind of dipped in quality.
All 4 tires are worn and you
And even, well, the initial, well, I try to make the point saying that the initial entry is not going to be as good as some of the later entries, and it's true. Because they're just trying to get a handle with everything.
Let's go to work, boys. Here we go.
See, the bad thing is everybody wants to harp because this game was so hyped before it even came out. That when it did come, when they did release it and it had all these issues, now they've lost their reputation about it. Their reputation is damaged because they put a product out there that wasn't ready. Whereas looking at the game, I can judge it and say, well, the game came out the way it did because it's their first entry. You know, they get their footing on it.
Time to push that pace now, buddy. Stay focused. We can do this.
He'll start at the tail of the field.
Nobody's gonna pull over and make it easy for us today. Gotta go get it.
So yeah, I'd say give it time with this company. And we'll see what they, if they do more than one title. Well, let's see what they do with the further titles if they have them down the line. You know, how are they gonna do?
We're on the high side. One outside. High side's clear.
And I'm back in the hornet's nest. Yeah, I'm hoping when I get to Richmond it'll be better than this. This, I'm just kind of resigning myself to the fact that wherever I finish, I finish. Because at this point, this is a shit show. I mean, this is a shit show. There's no other way to describe this race than it being a shit show. At this point, it's just a matter of just ride it out, see where we end up. See, if the AI wouldn't keep wrecking, I'm hoping I could get a green flag run here just to get this Hornet's Nest sorted out. Maybe get some green flag pit stops, which would definitely help me gain some positions. But this WOD can't sort itself out.
Clear on the outside.
Not like we're running bad either. I mean,
Gap between you and the leader. Okay, let's go. We gotta step it up.
as we've shown, we can get through the pack. It's just a matter of having the opening to get through the pack. And if they stay, you know, 2 and 3 wide like this, you can't really go anywhere without getting destroyed. A little spin there. No motoring, we're making, you know, at least the handling is to the point where I'm not, the handling's fine. I can say the handling's fine. Because my big issue is just, I can't find a way, I can't go anywhere. Is the issue right now.
Up top at your door. Right's clear.
I'm not struggling as far as the car goes. The car is fine.
Leader's 6 seconds ahead.
It's the AI
Car high.
that I'm having to deal with is the hard part.
Closing on the bottom. Clear on the left.
Be careful, Casey. I mean, to give you an idea how topsy-turvy this race is, 2 of the leaders today are back here. Kenseth and Bush.
Top. Clear up high.
Muir's led earlier today, too. Vickers got sent over the damn pit wall. And he's still in the race ahead of those guys.
Clear.
If that doesn't sum up this race, I don't know what does.
7 seconds ahead.
Vickers got sent over the pit wall,
Outside. Doing an awesome
like
job.
on his roof, over the pit wall.
Just looking.
And he's sitting here running
Do this. Gotta keep moving.
30, 36, battling Stewart for 36.
Got one behind you.
Granted, it's not like running top 20, but still, the fact that car's still on track running,
He's charging. He's coming on the outside.
I guess what they say about Toyota,
He's right on you.
what they say about Toyota reliability is pretty much true.
Car up top. One back.
Here we go. I think we're getting a cycle now.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
Finally. Finally, we had enough green flag laps where we got to a cycle.
Side's clear.
I think Wise either was coming back onto the track or was trying to pit and missed it. I think he was trying to come back on track.
Clear on the inside.
Ooh, be careful here.
Clear left.
Down and off pit road. Ooh, Kenza, save it.
Nice and easy. Just keep doing what you've been doing. Clear on the left.
Trying to stay off that seam. If I can help it.
Down low. First is in front by 8 seconds. Left side's clear.
Hamlin leading.
Outside.
Kenza,
Move down low.
the outside lane checking up.
Outside. Clear on the outside.
About 80 to go. Looks like we had a couple more takers come to pit road. I'm about halfway through this tank. Matt, or not Matt, Brad. Couple of cars coming off of pit road. Checking up the cars up here. Who's that behind? Okay, Kansas. Look, I was trying to see who it was looking inside me. Damn it, Kurt! Look at all that progress, and it gets shoved high again by a car that just wants to send it up the inside. Give Bobby a little warning shot like, hey, want to think twice about doing that again, Bobby. I can't. Tires are gone. Damn it. Didn't want the caution to come out, but tires are gone. I was doing my best to try to hang on to it with the tires going away there. Yeah, my right rear was just about gone. Good news is I think we trapped a couple of cars lap down, so hopefully get some traffic out of here, you know.
You need some fuel. I think we should change those tires out.
Let's see a couple. Oop, I didn't mean to go this way. Do a couple of little adjustments here. At this point, I'm probably just going to take, as I said, I'm just basically going to take whatever finish I have and let's go on to Richmond. Because so that was actually a good run. It's the best run of the race we had so far. If I had a little more tread on my tires, I probably could have not spun it there.
Okay, boys, be safe and smart. Here we go.
My new racing chair too over Christmas. Or my new chair over Christmas. Nice comfortable chair too. Alright, so we got guys taking wave rounds. Oh, the whole field pitted, that's why.
Nice pit stop right there, just like we practiced.
Yeah, I was hoping we could keep some cars lapped down there, but the whole field pitted, so. Alright, 72 to go. Problem is I'm going to be in the hornet's nest now, unless I can get low. There we go. Get an opening where I can get low. Again, I don't mind if they go by me on the outside. I'd rather be on the inside, not have them force me outside, you know? Carl, I haven't seen Carl all race. Ooh, who did I just send there? Was that Tony I just sent? Sorry, Tony. I think that was Stuart I sent. No, I just sent Joey. Ooh. Joey's been a little pinball today. There's the other Stuart Haas car, Danica. Mid-20s. Yeah, about usual for her. God, this is
Up top, that's your door.
so hairy right now.
Car up top. Doing great, man.
Oh, just sent
Car on the bottom, 3
AJ.
back. High side's clear. Got car closing on your outside.
I know, but I'm trying to hang on to it. It won't stay on the low line.
In front. Car approaching low.
They send AI outside me. It's like I can't hold it there.
Car outside. Move up high.
Of course, it's
Move up
Brad.
high. High side.
That works.
Let's go.
That works. I'll just send Danica, get Brad out of my way.
Outside.
Just having to
We're on the high side.
having to burp it so much because it just doesn't want to turn to the center.
Car 3 back.
So tight.
Bunch of Murray's coming up fast. Car high. There's a 5-second gap between
Yep,
you
and I'm
the
spinning.
leader. Yellow, yellow. I've got a clean-up truck and a
Yep.
truck on the racetrack cleaning it up. You coming in, buddy? You staying out?
Story of my day. More pitters. I mean, you're 16th. Okay, so how do I spin and not get sent to the back of the line? Okay, I don't understand that one, but alright.
Keep rolling. Okay, behind you.
Yet I spin after the caution's been out, that one incident, and I get sent to the back of the line. Huh. Sometimes with this game, I just don't know.
Hello. One inside.
Ooh, I knew that was going to end poorly. Sorry, Jenny.
Wide. 2 inside.
Sorry, Brian. I know you got launched, but...
Got a car behind.
Well, I know I was risking hub damage and slamming it off the fence the way I was, but... God damn it, I'm the furthest... I'm near the front. It's like I have to try to take advantage of the track position here. Oh, Gilliland. That was a 360 and a half.
The safety crews are clear of the track. Pit road's now open. Crews on the wall.
Yeah, for now. You have to pit one more time anyway, but try to stretch it as far as I can here. At least one more time. 60 to go. Maybe 2-stop. If I got it on 3 times, it might be a 2-stop race.
Okay, here we go. Okay, nice.
Jesus, spun him.
Nice and smooth.
It's like JJ had a little problem going on the restart too. The good thing his teammate was behind him.
Gotta get to the bottom. Car up top, just looking. The leader's a second ahead.
You know, Menard leads. Algar second. Waltrip third. See if I can try to get there to lead a lap. At least that would
Coming low.
make all this feel better if I could at least lead a lap, you know, throughout everything. But
Working the top.
I don't know if I'm going to. Yep, Truex is just going to send it. I should just... No, I didn't mean to do that.
On the bottom, 3 back.
I meant to just tap Truex's rear bumper to kind of turn him high, but... I should just send Dinger. He gets back in front of me, I should just send him. I mean, that's what I should start doing, is sending these cars that send me, you know?
Car 3 back.
Like, take that movie quote from Harry Osborn in the third Spider-Man movie. You knew this was coming.
Check your inside. Put it on the left.
Jeff trying to get back up
Far
here.
inside, trying to get to your corner.
Yeah, now I'm really tight. That hub damage is killing me now.
Door on the bottom. Clear left side.
Hopefully we get another yellow and that we're not the cause of the yellow.
Clear on the low
Come
side.
get that hub damage repaired. I think what could be my second to last stop.
3 back. Now you're clear.
I don't think it's going to be last stop because again I'm on 3 times wear, 3 times fuel, so I think we're going to actually have to pit at least 2 more times. Could be wrong though, it might be 1 more, we'll see.
Low. Caution's out. Back her down.
30 caution flags. If that doesn't sum up this race, I don't know what does.
Cleanup truck, are you clear? The road will be open this time.
Car was finally starting to handle though good. I just didn't have quite the speed because I didn't have the grip, so I wasn't really getting the speed off the corner. And the hub damage was killing me.
Two tires, fuel, I reckon.
No,
and we
not
also
2
need to
tires.
add some tape to the grill. We're ready for you, buddy.
Do I wanna? Oh yeah, damage. Go down 1 notch on the wedge. I think I went too far on wedge the last adjustment I made. Kind of amazing. We've led a lap, and I've led a lap in just about every race. I think Martinsville was the only race I didn't lead a lap
We
in.
should do some fast repairs. You
But
also need two
with
tires and gas.
250 to go in this race, and I've yet to lead a lap in it. It's more like I've been like a loose sock and a dryer just tumbling around in here. We'll see. Keep getting these rafts of cautions. I might try to stay out. Try to play the track position game now from here on out. We're gonna restart 20th. I'm Lucky Dog, and the rest are all wave rounds.
Great stop, guys. In and out. It's all up to you now, buddy.
Doing great, buddy. That pit stop's gonna make all the difference.
Go 48 to go with Algar leading Chase.
Come on, work your way to the front. Go to the high side. Car inside you.
Depends on how the restart I get. I'd like to stay to the high side if I can, but
Car underneath.
depends on how all the restart goes. If I can get a clear line inside me, I'm going inside, you know?
Check
I
your
got those fresh tires, I gotta use them.
Yellow's out. Going to caution. Going to caution.
I think I sent Jimmy there, and that's what brought the yellow out. Sorry, Jimmy, I had to use you up there.
Cleanup truck, I'm gonna need you to go out.
Well, we got fresh tires and track position now, so we got the fuel to the finish. This could be a great opportunity. See what kind of recovery we make. 8th. Chase and Gilliland on the front row. Harvick. Can't see who's ahead of Menard. Oh, is that Burton ahead of Menard?
Here's a second ahead.
No, Vickers. Please tell me that Brian Vickers possibly wins this race. After getting yeeted over the pit wall. If he can somehow win this race. Oh god, that would be a meme in and of itself if he were to win this race.
Coming low.
I can't believe he's even up here.
Car outside.
Yeeted over the pit wall. Oh no, don't get loose. Come on.
At your door.
And there goes my track position. All that track position I gained.
3 wide. 2 inside.
And now I was outside of a 4 wide. Game. Really testing my patience here.
R2 back. Got your door up top. Looking inside. Nobody's gonna make it easy for us today, buddy. 3 wide, 2 inside.
Yep. We just went from
Car inside, just looking.
top 5 to fucking 40th, and now we're dead last again. Heat Ignition's the worst game ever made. Heat Ignition's the worst game ever made. I gotta keep telling myself that.
I've got a cleanup truck and a vacuum truck out on a racetrack cleaning it up.
You coming in, buddy? You staying out?
Because the way the AI races in this game... Just remember, Heat Ignition had the worst release of ever. Or Heat Ignition had the worst release ever. I keep telling myself the mantra. Put on my light. It's starting to get dark in here. I had to change my light.
Okay, let's get this stuff figured out.
It's like when this car doesn't have any damage, it drives great. But when it gets damaged, it's like it just does not want to do anything.
All 4 tires are worn and you need some gas, and I also think you use some more tape. You're not going to be getting your fastest times with that much damage. How about we do some quick repairs?
I know, I said mark quick repair.
Okay, guys, you're ready.
It's like, Jeff, I'm aware of the damage. I ain't no dummy, I'm aware of the damage to it. Alright, let's see. Probably gonna be dead last, right? Well, pretty close. 38th.
Awesome job, guys. Great teamwork.
Like I said,
I
we
finally have some nose damage, though.
everybody.
Looks like they got the little bit torn up on the front there. The hood flare.
Come on, man. Eyes on the prize. Let's do this
Alright.
now.
40 to go.
Car inside.
At this point, if I don't get any hub damage, I'm pretty much staying out the rest of the way. Because it's so late in the race.
Inside's clear. 3 wide, 2 out.
Unless I get hub damage, there really is no point to me.
40 to go. Keep it going.
Out the way.
Clear right side.
I try to get every point I can get. Oh, that was dumb. That was a send and a half. Come on, mirrors your lap down.
One
To
outside.
get a chance to recover here.
Car outside you. Still up high.
Maybe around Kevin here. Pushed on exit.
Inside. Caution's up.
Thing doesn't want to turn. It's either extremely loose for I spin out, or I can't turn it. And they want to try to squeeze 2 cars to my outside when I can't turn.
Pit road's open.
Game logic. That NASCAR game logic for you. Excuse me. NASCAR game console game logic. Console game logic. I gotta remember that's CGL. Anybody that is watching this meme of a race, I hope you're enjoying it. Because it definitely has been a meme of a race. I'm just hoping Richmond is better than this.
Come on, you just gotta be smooth and calm. 10-4.
At this point, it's, you know,
3 wide.
35 to go. I ain't coming back to pit road unless I get like serious engine damage, so
On the bottom.
at this point I'm just gonna send it, and if I tear up some AI, I tear up some AI. I mean,
Go high. Go high. Caution it down.
so the only way I'm coming to pit road at this point is if I have serious engine damage. Other than that, I'm just gonna have to start bullying the AI.
The safety crews are clear of the track. Pit road's now open. What do you want to do?
Just try to recover, get as many points as we can here. So we know we're playoff bound because 4 wins, but
Okay, here we
it'd
go.
be nice to try to make a recovery drive in this race. And Danica's leading. Yeah, this race has officially become a meme. If it wasn't already, it is now. Danica's leading.
Good, buddy. Far inside. Got one working the bottom.
2, 3 wide. I had to force it. Well, me and Chase might make a recovery here. Who's leading now? Kurtz is. Nice recovery for Kurt. Kurt, I thought, had one of the quicker cars earlier in this race. He made a nice recovery. God, it could be a bad move to go high. Yep, because I can't get off the corner. If I can keep doing the light tap to the outside wall instead of slamming it, like that. Ooh, drifted that corner. Okay, Hammond tried to force his way in there. Wow, I drifted turn 3. Somehow kept it straight.
Truck, are you clear? You want to pit, buddy?
Crew chief, at this point, I'm pretty much committed. We're less than 30 laps to go. I'm committed at this point. I can't get back in the traffic. If I get back in the traffic, I'm getting destroyed,
Here
so...
we go.
At this point, I'm just gonna commit. COMMI-TTT.
Car outside. Got your door.
Line from Scrubs. Love that show.
We'll get it next time, buddy.
Not that great a restart, but lean on him.
Keep that momentum. Keep that momentum. Under caution here.
Okay, that was dumb. Well, 36 caution flags. Oh, Hamlin missed the corner anyway.
Pit road's open.
I might as well. This is the race that never ends. 36 caution flags. This is probably the worst AI race I've ever had. In anything I've ever done. "36 caution flags. Might as well top it off.
All 4 tires are worn and you need some gas. And I also think you use some more tape. You're taking some damage.
About
Come on
25
in
to
and let's
go.
sort it out for you.
Not on. I may try one on
In and
Twitch,
out. Let's go.
but the rest will probably be on my Discord. No, but it'll if I'm gonna do it, it'll probably be on Discord. I'm probably gonna do it again this year, just on Discord. Only because I know that
Okay, let's get back in that rhythm. Let's go get these boys.
I don't know. It depends
He'll start the tail of the
if they don't get sniped. We'll see. Like I said, I'll try speed weeks. When we get speed weeks this year, I'll try them on here.
Make it
But
easy for us today. Gotta go get it.
I don't want to risk losing another Twitch account
There's 5 seconds.
because I like to do other things than just that. Oh, jeez. Get one. Bye, David. Bye, David.
Clean up truck, I'm on
That's
the
okay. It was
show
just
now.
Menard that got caught up. He's not going to react. Well, that's going to be the story, I think. That's going to be the question going into 2022, especially with the new car, is whether or not, especially Larson's team, can carry this moment, can carry it into next year. Too often we see the championship hangovers, or we see the hangovers from great campaigns from the previous year. I mean, look no further than Harvick this year, from where he was in 2020. So I think that's going to be the biggest thing to watch going into next year, or going into 2022. That's a little much. Is it possible with the way they ended this year? Yeah, it's possible.
Car closing on the inside.
But we're talking about a new race car, a new package.
Car approaching low.
I don't know. I'm hesitant to say that they're going to do it.
Got one working at the bottom.
If nothing changes between,
Car at your door, down low.
if nothing changes from last year, yeah, I can see Larson winning 10 races. But we got a new race car and a new package, so who knows what we're going to see this coming year.
Racetrack's clear. You coming in, buddy? You staying out?
Byron's due, but I don't see him winning 4 races. I mean, what you're basically saying is that Hendrick is going to win at least half the schedule, and they kind of struggled a little bit with that this year anyway. Even though they all 3 of the 4 cars did win multiple races this year, but half the races.
Hey, do what
Last time a team did that was
you do today. We can do this.
it was Hendrick. It was 2007 when they did that. Between Jeff and Jimmy, won more than half the races.
You're doing it today. Come on, let's do this now. Time
Or
to
I should say between all 4 cars, they won more than half the races.
driver in first, 2 seconds ahead. Watch your outside. Car in front's heading to the pit.
That's a bold one. That's a bold one. I think it's going to be a stretch them winning half the races next year. Again, there's too much of an unknown going into this year for me to say that that's possible. Now, if we were in the same car,
Did you go out? The road will be open this time.
same package as this past year, oh yeah, I could see him winning half the races. with Larson alone. But with it being a new car, a different package, I don't think I'm winning half the races. In fact, I'm gonna make a bold prediction here, and say you're probably not gonna see a driver win more than 5 races this year. I think the most wins you're gonna see this year is probably 5. Yeah, Elson, it's Bristol.
You got this. Nice work, man. Far outside you. First is leading by 3 seconds. 3 wide. 3 wide.
It's because of this. Like, the AI just want to be so aggressive, so I'm trying to fight back by being as aggressive.
Far up high. Whoa.
And when that happens, you get caution flags. Did I expect to see almost 40 cautions? Maybe not.
Clear right.
Yeah, I think she will.
Looking high. Come on, buddy. We've got to work for that money.
But I think we need to give her time.
It's coming on the inside.
Which,
All right behind you.
kind of like Danica, there's so much hype around and people, you gotta give them time. They'll win.
Jameer, he's coming up
I
fast.
guarantee you put a driver in you put the right driver in the right equipment in the right circumstances, anything's possible.
Cleanup truck, are you clear?
Pit road's now open. Crew's on the wall.
I hardly use Instagram as it is. I have one, but I hardly use it. Hell, honesty, I'll tell you the truth. I have Facebook and I have Twitter, and I hardly use them as much as I should. In this, it's Allmendinger. Keep in mind, this is based off the 2015 season. So if you're talking about the game, it's Allmendinger here.
Into the pit. Looking low. Inside.
Jesus.
Car underneath. Car inside. Just looking.
He's
One behind you. Whoa! Caution's out. Caution's out.
I've got a cleanup truck and a vacuum truck out on a racetrack cleaning it up.
Pit road's
At this point, I
open.
just
What
want
do you
this mess of a race to be over. Hey, this has just been a mess. Just so I can go to Richmond and hopefully have a recovery race. And I think I got to do 2 races here because there's the fall race too. Yikes.
Careful on the restart. Be patient. Don't pass on the inside.
Yeah, tell that to the AI crew, Chief.
Keep it steady.
Nah, I spun him.
Easy for us today, buddy. One on the
And I'm getting driven through anyway.
coming low. Car inside. Got a car behind. Car approaching low.
Now I'm doing this.
Looking low. First is leading
I mean, I'd like to do Minecraft again at some point, continue building the railroad I'm building, but
one down low. We're under caution here.
this is the race, it never ends. It goes on and on again. This is just a shit show. This is easily the worst race I've had in this career mode, or in the season mode. I keep wanting to say career mode. In the season mode that I've done. Easily the worst race. Literally, my caution ratio is almost a caution for every 50 laps. Oh no. 50 divided by 250. Ratio 5. No, that's a caution for every 5 laps. So what assistance program do you use to help with your killing?
Okay, buddy, we're ready for you.
I kid. I know there's people that can do that, but I kid. You know, it really impressed me. You'd kill me without using a sword at all with me in diamond armor. That would be impressive.
Warning, you need some gas, and I also think you use some more tape. You're not going to be getting your fastest times with that much damage. How about we do some quick repairs?
I gotta say quick repairs, but if you play with the damage, it actually adds, Java or Windows? Minecraft. Because there is a difference.
Way to go, boys. Nice bit.
I guess I got the tick away.
Real good car here. Just take care of it, buddy.
Alright, let's end this. We got 6 laps left.
Still start the tail of the field.
Let's end this wreckfest of a race. Let's see what the aftermath is.
Step it up. Car in front's heading to the pit. Come on, man. Keep that momentum.
Probably streaming stuff. Doing games with friends.
Outside. Coming high. One outside. Car outside you. You're inside.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. Mom's basement's got food,
Let's get back in the gas.
got drinks.
Fight back.
Everybody should chill in their mom's basements on Christmas Eve. Not Christmas Eve. New Year's Eve.
Racetrack's clear. You coming in, buddy? You staying out?
Like my new chair, Lumux? I got it for Christmas. It's actually nice. It comes with a massaging cushion. Plug it into the computer and it gives you a little massage on your lower back. It's nice for the old men like myself.
Doing great, man. Car in front's heading to the pit.
At this point, I'm just gonna send it. We got 3 laps left of this race. Probably going green, white, checkered if the AI gets, if it gets really crazy here. But
Caution's out. Back her down.
44 caution flags. What is this race? 44 caution flags. Yeah, also I think we matched the. It's not 39 anymore. It's 44. This is easily probably got to be like the worst AI race I've ever seen. 44 caution flags. It's a 250 lap race. That means we're roughly getting about just about 5 laps of green flag per every caution.
Gonna make
We may still get a top 20 finish out of this, though. Despite everything.
Keep rolling. Let's go to work now, buddy. Come on. We're on your rear. At your door on the bottom.
I survive this
One inside.
dash here. And they squeeze it again. So you know what? Squeeze it through the middle.
Wide, you're in the middle. Car 3 back.
I want a top 20, damn it.
1 back. 3 wide, 2 high. Driver in first, 2 seconds ahead.
I think we're gonna get 16th here.
Bud. Car inside,
Yep,
just looking.
16th.
Just a few more spots. We could have had that top 10.
Kyle
Next
won.
time.
Are you kidding? The place is probably packed, Ellison. At this kind of race, the place was probably packed. Alright, so results. So yeah, we didn't lead a lap. We ended up 16th. The winner was Bush. Bain second. Wise, Stewart, Edwards. Kurt finished 6th. Newman, Gillen, Blaney, and Burton in their top 10. Who had the most laps? I think Bain did. No. Yeah, Bain did. A lot of different leaders in this. No, Kenseth did. Oh, poor Matt Kenseth. Poor Matt Kenseth. Led the most laps of this race, yet finished 41st. Kyle had the quickest lap, too, I noticed. 1480. Ran that on lap 2. Alright, so let's check the point standings and then we'll go to Richmond. So I'm still a point leader. Kyle moves to P2. He's got 2 wins on the season now. Stewart is 3rd. Boyer. Newman moves up a spot. Trevor Bain moved up 6 spots. Kenseth loses 2. Harvick loses 1. Edwards up 6. Kane up 1. Jimmy up 2. Ryan loses 2. Eric loses 4. Dylan up 2. Gordon loses 7. Gordon was a big loser. And Kurt Busch is now in the chase. He's up 3 spots. Let's do the next one. I'll change my paint scheme though. Run the Nationwide car. And we'll head to Richmond. Let's see what was Martinsville's finish was 12th. So yeah, the short tracks have not treated me very good. 12th at Martinsville, I was 16th at Bristol, and 32nd at Phoenix, so yeah. Short tracks have really not treated me well this season. Let's see what happens at Richmond. And that was by far the worst, probably the worst race I've ever run in my entire time of racing against AI. So we're doing 200 laps, 3 times wear, 3 times fuel again, full damage, all flags on. The big thing is to just then I'm going to end up if I DNF before the halfway point, redo it. If I don't, then see what happens. Get right to qualifying. Richmond.
Good times being set today, buddy. Make sure yours is one up.
We've been here before, buddy. Come on, let's pick it up.
I'm gonna get out right away. Clean racetrack. Hopefully Richmond will be a nice little recovery race after the fail fest that was Bristol. 47 caution flags. That's just... God damn, it's ridiculous. Push to the top of the charts. Quicker on lap 2, yep. 21:05, puts me 6th quickest.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
Big thing is just not damage the car. You don't want any like hub damage going into the next round. Yeah, ran faster, did get a second lap there. Ken's currently fastest at a 20:88.
Left side's clear. Go up top.
I'm currently 3rd quick. Yeah, this could be a more manageable race. Because the default setup here isn't that bad, so... This might be a more manageable race for us. Kozlowski to the top, 20:78. I'm gonna bring it to pit road, just kind of sit on pit road.
We don't need a black flag for speeding. Watch those dials.
All right, let's do this. In and out.
So far, so good. I'm sitting too close. Back up a little bit. Oh shit! I didn't mean for it to throw me right back onto the racetrack.
Coming low. Right side's
That
clear.
wasn't good.
He's right on you.
It's 47.
One back. Coming low. Car in front's heading to the pit.
I don't know how they ran a 47, but okay.
Looking low. We're on the low side. Inside's clear. Car outside. Closing on the bottom. Car inside you. Session's over, buddy.
That's it.
Finish up this lap. We'll call it a day.
19th. Where are we gonna start?
Not too bad. Top 20 gives us a great chance to make up ground on race day
So,
real quick.
who's the pole sitter? Kyle, after winning the race, Bristol. Kyle's got some momentum on the side. He's the pole sitter. Kozlowski, Harvick, Hamlin, Biffle, Gordon, Truex, Jimmy, Casey, and Brian, your top 10. Of course, we start 19th. All right. Here we go. Ready for some Richmond fun.
Hey, driver, Go out there and have some fun today.
Hello, everyone. Mike Joy, Darrell Waltrip, and Fox Sports welcoming you to tonight's coverage of the Capital City 400 from Richmond.
Mike, most of the drivers consider this track to be their favorite. They love racing here. They like the open spaces that you have in the corners, kind of get 2 or 3 wide. It's fast, but not too fast. Close, yeah, maybe too close.
Boy, that curving front straightaway, that takes its toll.
It does, Mike. It wears you out. This place is
One of the best on this track too, Kyle
They
Busch.
started here in the early 50s. This was a half-mile.
Hell, he won 4 straight spring races here.
3/4 of a mile with a looping front straightaway. Many drivers say
09 to
this is the
2012.
perfect combination of short track and super speedway. Let's find out.
Winner last week at Bristol, and he's second in points, so see what we can do. Hopefully we won't see the caution fest that we did at Bristol.
Let's go racing on the 3/4 mile track, boys and girls.
A lot more room here at Richmond than Bristol last week, so a lot more room to play with.
Car approaching low. Go low. Closing up top. Car outside, at your door. Car up top, just looking.
Boyer,
Car inside, trying to get to your corner.
save it. Save it, walk it.
Low. Yellow flag, yellow,
Nope.
yellow, yellow.
Ricky just decides to come across my nose. We were fine, and Ricky just come across my nose. Why not?
The road's now open.
At least we made it 2 laps. I'm gonna see some takers, but I ain't gonna pit. Nope, nobody pitted. Yeah, a couple cars did. A couple cars in front of me did. One car did, actually. Stenhouse. Let's try that again.
Really good right here.
Ah, shit.
Car up high.
Shifted too early.
Still up high.
I gotta drop this too, because this is way too high.
Go up high.
Needs to start the race. If I make adjustments, I can put it back up, but it's definitely too high to start the race.
Car closing on the inside. Move down low. Gotta just be smooth, calm. 10-4. Clear on the
There
inside.
you go. There's a corner there.
One up top. Got car closing on your outside.
Biffle with the quickest lap.
Looking
Johnson leads.
high. Car outside.
McMurray to my outside.
Good, buddy. Got one working the top.
Ooh, that
Go
was
high. Right's clear.
iffy.
Okay, behind you. And clear. Check your inside. He's coming high.
I just know I need redemption on the short track so far this year. 'Cause the short tracks have not been kind to me so far this year.
Car 2 back. Clear right side.
So at least the early going here is not as bad as Bristol.
Coming low. Right side's clear.
Like I said, on average at Bristol we were having a caution every 5 laps, so want to try to avoid that here. That's almost 10 laps in.
Closing on the bottom. Watch your rear. Car approaching your rear.
There's actually room to spread out now,
Keep digging.
which is nice. Like being able to spread out.
Far out your door. Up top, at your door.
Still get a little bit of a funnel on corner exit and getting into 3, but not as bad as Bristol.
Clear left side. One back.
Well, Matt's out for blood, I think. Led the most laps at Bristol, but finished 41st, so I think he wants to
Car up top.
redeem himself from that.
One back. Car 3 back.
I'll take my time here.
Coming on the inside. Car approaching high. On your right side. Looking high. Right's clear. Watch your mirror, he's coming up fast.
Getting close to the halfway point of this fuel room, too.
Car 3 back. Car approaching low. Clear right.
Definitely a lot better race than Bristol so far.
Back, coming high. Right's clear.
That was close. That one started sliding on me and I almost caught the wad, too.
Check your inside. Clear right.
I want to get to Matt's outside.
Inside.
Ooh, had to really burp it there.
Clear low.
Just have to go really tight now.
Go high.
And I'm getting clipped by Bane.
Right side's clear. Way to ride out of that one.
Drove out of it.
Car on the bottom, one back. Car outside you.
Ooh, squeeze. Yeah, I'm starting to feel the
Got one behind you.
handling.
Check your outside.
The default setup is so tight, but you gotta kind of like try to hang on to it if you can until you can adjust it.
Car in line with you. Looking inside. At your door up top. Car up top, one back.
Damn it.
Got one working the top. Come on, you just gotta
I
be.
had to check up, and I'm gonna get run over by the AI, so
Come on. Watch your inside.
nothing I could do there. I had to check up because the AI was
Low side.
enforcing the issue, and they're gonna force the issue again, and I'm gonna spin.
Caution's out. Roll out the throttle, buddy. Clean up truck, are you clear? You wanna come in?
And time to pit.
Okay, let's gas her up. 4 tires. Okay, let's make
4
this work.
tires. Looks pretty good. What I'll start with. A suitable track bar. Some track bar to start with.
Remember what we practiced. Let's do this.
Everybody but the top 4 came to pit road there.
Nice pit stop right there, just like
2 cautions in 20 laps? That's not
Great,
bad.
buddy. That pit stop's gonna make all the difference. You'll start at the tail of the field.
So we can start working my way.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Step it up. looking.
See how long this front four can hang out there before they get eaten up.
2 back, coming low. Car high. Great time there, buddy. That's a personal best lap. Woo! Way to go, man. Lights all clear, bud. High side. Car inside, trying to get to your corner.
It's gonna be a work in progress today.
One outside.
The first adjustment worked well, so we'll try to make small fine tuning with wedge the next stop.
Nice and easy. Just keep doing what you've been doing. Car outside, trying to get to your corner. Yellow's out, going to caution. Going to caution.
Boyer spins. Caution number 3.
Clean up truck and a vacuum truck out on the racetrack, cleaning it up.
Pit road's now open. What do you want to do?
Not this time. A couple takers. Probably the takers that didn't pit under the last yellow. Those 4 cars that didn't pit. A couple more takers. We're up to 26 now.
Come on, work your way to the front. Inside.
We could restart there. I think the outside is the way to go on the restart here. We'll get to the front.
Car at your door. Down low.
A wall
At your
hit.
door. Car closing on the inside. Inside. One down low. We got this, buddy. Car inside at your door.
Does not want to turn.
4
I
wide.
get forced 4 wide again.
3 wide. Too low.
I may just have to force my way to the inside.
Car outside. At your door.
They're not going to give it to me. I might as well just force my way to the inside.
Outside. One on the bottom. Put it on the left. Car 3 back. Looking outside.
Stand to be a tick freer.
Clear right.
Just in the center. Just a little bit freer. Just right there. A little bit of center is all I need.
Car down low.
Not like that free, but you know what I mean.
3 wide. 2 inside. Car underneath. 3 wide. 3 wide. You're in the middle. 4 wide. Low side's clear. Keep a good pace. You're doing great.
Yeah, it's interesting how I'm doing great when I don't have an AI up my tailpipe, you know?
Car outside.
Interesting how that works.
Coming on the inside. Go low. One outside. Get the momentum. Let's go.
Yep. Getting hooked again.
Looking low. Got a car low.
There's another AI decided to shove his nose in there.
3 wide. 2 inside. Go high. Go high.
And now I'm about spinning.
Left side's clear. Car outside. 3 wide. 3 wide. You're in the middle.
I just put the 23 in the wall. I mean, if they're gonna run me into the wall, I might as well just throw them into the fence too. Do what I have to do.
The safety crews are clear of the track.
Pit road's open.
stops for everybody.
Let's get plenty of fuel in there. Let's change those worn tires. Okay, let's get this stuff figured out.
Let's drop this down for one. Wedge.
Make it
Tires.
count, boys. Be ready. Be ready.
Where do you start? Dead last? Yep, dead last again.
Now that's one of the fastest of the day. Awesome work, guys. Awesome work.
Okay, go get him, man. We're still one of the fastest cars out there. Keep hitting your mark. You'll start at the tail of the
I don't know if we're one of the fastest cars out there, crew chief,
Keep focused.
but I'll keep your optimism though. Like, I applaud your optimism, but I don't think we're one of the fastest cars out here. At least not yet.
Wide, two outside. Car at your door. Up top at your door. Just keep a good pace. You're doing good. Clear right side.
Still will make pretty good headway though. Just needed to turn a little bit more.
3 wide, 2 outside. High side's clear. Car 2 back. Looking inside. Move down low. Put on the left.
Yes, the car's not terrible.
Outside.
We're making headway.
Right's clear. R1 back. And you're clear. 1 up top. Car approaching low.
Back up to the inside.
High side. Check your inside. Got one working the top. Doing an awesome job today, buddy.
There's a good one.
5 wide. 3 wide, 2 high.
Were we 5 wide? Damn. And the 5 wide there though.
3 wide, you're in the middle.
Somehow sorted that out.
Move up high, move up high.
Sorry, David, but I'm pinching you because, yeah, you're there.
All clear, bud. 1 inside. Okay, let's go find your next victim. Whoa, caution's out, caution's out.
I really don't like this game's AI.
You wanna pit, buddy?
Yeah, I got a tick. I got an engine tick. Son of a bitch.
Okay, buddy, we're standing by. Let's go to work, boys. Here we go.
Well, I thought this race was going to be different than Bristol. In some ways it is, in some ways it isn't. There's a big difference is I can actually pass here, as opposed to Bristol.
Awesome job, guys. Great teamwork.
Okay, it's time to push that pace now, buddy. Stay focused. We can do this. We can do this. Gotta keep focused.
I did that early shift again. Too soon.
One up top. 3 wide, 2 outside. Okay, man. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth.
Just need to be able to like float it through the
Fast, man.
corner.
Check up, check up.
There we go.
Car up top, just looking. Car approaching high. At your door up top. Good job.
Just want to be able to float it through the corner without it getting loose or tightening up, and I can't let it. They won't do that.
Racetrack's clear. You want to come in?
No, because I need track position. I'm stuck back in the 30s and 40s. It's like I need track position. Can't make any headway if I'm getting a car to my left and a car to my right all the time. And the outside didn't go, so now I'm going to get squeezed again because the AI didn't go and they're going to force me full wide again. And I'm going to get sideways.
Clear left.
God, I hate this game.
Coming low. Car inside you.
Like I said, there's times I wonder whether
Car outside you.
Ignition was the worst game or not, because
3 wide,
yeah.
too low. Come on, man. Eyes on the prize.
Don't let nostalgia cloud your judgment.
Car outside. 3 wide, 3 wide. You're in the
4 wide.
Closing on the bottom.
I'm having to drive it so hard into the corner so I don't get forced 4 wide. And yep, here we go again. Nascar 15 on 100% AI.
In a vacuum truck out on a racetrack, cleaning it up. Pit road's open.
No, we're almost at the quarter mark though, so at least the race is going by quick. Unlike Bristol. Unlike Bristol.
Cruise on
There wants no damage to be repaired. Yeah, I gotta take the track bar back out again.
Be ready, guys. Let's hustle here.
Alright.
Now that's one of the fastest of the day. Awesome work, guys. Awesome work.
Okay, let's get back in that rhythm. Let's go get these boys.
We can't get a rhythm because they keep forcing 3 and 4 wide that we can't get a green flag run.
We gotta go to work now.
Alright.
We gotta go to work.
I didn't let the gear pull all the way there.
Car up top. Clear high. Outside. Car inside, just looking. Clear up top.
It is a mistake to do 100% AI, at least on the short tracks.
Car up top, 3 back. Clear up high.
I'm gonna bring this back down because now I can't turn again. There's one way to get to the AI there.
Right side's clear.
If we're still with the fastest lap of this
We got
race,
this, buddy. Far out your
didn't see
door.
what lap that
Up top,
was that
out
he
your
put it
door.
up, but
Clear left side. Go to
I'm
the low
gonna try
side.
to keep the pin there.
Car high. Car tucked in behind you. Clear on the high side. 3 wide, 2 high.
Burp it, burp it, burp it, burp it.
Fight back, man. Fight back. Inside's clear. Car up top, just looking. Car at your door. Up top, at your door. 3 wide, 3 wide. You're in the middle. Clear down low. Got one working the top. Come on, buddy.
Jeff?
Money. At your door, up top. Whoa, close call. Great save, man.
Yep.
Waving the yellow, caution's out.
Wrecked by AI again. NASCAR 15, the game where you get wrecked by the AI all the time when you have it on at 100%.
Clean up truck, I'm gonna need you to go out. The road will be open this time.
I can confidently say that every season race I've done in this season, I've been wrecked by an AI. Like straight up dumped like that. Not me cutting them off. Straight up dumped.
Standing by, the crew's on the wall.
It's like I throw the kitchen sink at it because it just nothing wants to go right.
Make it count, boys. Be ready. Be ready.
I knew these races were going to be an issue. That's why I wanted to get them both out in one time, but still like torture.
Nice pit stop right there, just like we practiced.
Okay, go get him, man. We're still one of the fastest cars out there. Keep hitting your marks. You'll start at the tail of the field. Come on, man. Eyes on the prize. Let's do this now. Car outside. Clear
This is
up
going to be a
high.
dumb move, but at this point, with the AI being as aggressive as it is, I got to be aggressive right back. It's the only way I'm going to make any ground up.
R1 back. Clear low.
If I got to start dumping AI, I'm going to start dumping AI because I just really
Car down low.
got to start doing something.
Left side's clear. Closing up top. Do your best, man. Clear left side. Car outside.
I got to
Down
give
your
me
door.
old chrome horn, I will.
Car up top. Go up high. 3 back, coming low.
There's a good bump and run.
Right's clear.
Moved a 36 car, or a 26 car pretty good. Funny thing is that they seem to sort themselves out when I'm stuck way at the back with no way to gain any positions. So as soon as I try to move forward, that they want to be extra aggressive.
Put it on the left.
Almost.
Clear left. Come on, man. Keep that momentum. Keep that momentum. Looking inside. Outside. Go low. Go low. Car inside. Left side's clear. 3 wide. 2 outside. Car inside. Trying to get to your corner.
Yep, I get
Caution
squeezed.
south. Back her down. Racetrack's clear. Pit road's now open. What do you want to do?
Try to run a little further if I can. At least a little further than this. Up 64. Coming to 65.
Inside. Car approaching your rear.
Inside didn't be going.
Put it on the left. Keep it steady. 3 wide, 2 outside. Nice pass, man. Keep working. 1 outside.
Win room.
High. 1 up top.
When in an AI video game, do as the AI.
Car up high. Nice job, dude. Very nice. High side. Car outside. At your door. He's coming on the inside. Looking outside. On your bumper.
Yeah, let's see if I can go after Tony.
3 back. Coming high.
Finally got clear of all the traffic. Interesting, my lap time improved to that lap.
Car closing on the inside. Outside. Clean air here, buddy.
Tony,
Rhythm.
we at least get a bonus point here.
It's all clear, bud. Low
Nope.
side.
Maybe that lap.
Clear left. Car high.
Good race with Tony though.
Around him.
He's not leaning on me, so that's good. Just can't quite put the power down. Hey Tony,
Clear on the outside.
you can't leave me no choice there but to put the bumper to you. There you go. There's our lap, lad. Finally, we did what we couldn't do at Bristol. Leading the race finally.
Doing great. Nice and steady. Second place is way back. 3 back. Coming low. Clear left side.
Use a little bit of strategy to get up here, but we're here. And we're getting a nice little green flag run here, so stay like this until the pit stop, that'd be nice.
We having fun out there?
Yeah, I'll say I am. Definitely a lot better race than, oh shit, than Bristol. Really went high there. It's real late on the brake. Oh yeah, now it's starting to go a little bit away here.
On the bottom, 3 back.
I'm actually trying to decide if I want to fix the damage or not, because it feels like the car is better with that hub damage. Somebody's on pit road.
Push harder. We're getting caught by the driver behind. No one's going to touch you out here today.
Definitely quite a difference from Bristol though. Less cautions and we're actually leading. Whereas at Bristol we didn't even sniff the lead. We got as close as, I think, what, 5th or 6th? I think I might have been 4th on a restart. Somebody else pit road. Fun part for me is going to be trying to get to pit road. Solid run right now, though. Most laps I've led since Texas, which I won. Oh no, I ran second in Texas. That's
Okay,
right.
let's use that clean air. Keep digging.
Doing good, being smooth. No lap cars, nobody in front. So it's about 7/10 of a second behind me, 6/7 of a second behind me. Trying to be nice and smooth. Somebody else came to pit road.
Nice and smooth. You're way out in front. Use that clean air.
Now we're gonna have to here
Take it real
shortly.
easy on the fuel. We'll have to stretch this out a little bit, or maybe pit. It's your call.
Trying to give myself a little more of a gap than when I pit, that I'm not checking the field when I do come. More cars on pit road. Ooh, tight.
Coming in this time.
Let's go one more lap. One more lap. Let's do it on and off.
Watch your inside. Easy, man, easy. Being on pit road's not what we need right now.
We're going to go 4 tires. We might as well fill her up. We're ready for you,
Let's
buddy.
go a little more down the wedge. Go full fuel and repair the hub damage. Definitely a good recovery race, this race,
Okay, guys, get ready.
so far. In Bristol. The mess that was Bristol, I should say. At least here we had a green flag run, unlike Bristol.
Great stop, guys. In and out. It's all up to you now, buddy.
We lost one lap.
Let's go get these boys. You're a lap down.
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
One
Let's
lap
go.
down.
Step it up.
So we managed to stay only one lap down, and that's because I did pit from the lead. And also maintained my advantage over Tony too, so you can get these stops to cycle around. We should cycle back to the point.
Way to
There you go,
buddy.
fastest lap of the
Right
race.
now.
2083 on lap 88, go figure. Ooh, almost got it.
Doing an awesome job today, buddy.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Approaching halfway. And some more spots through this cycle. Up to 13th now. Truex is now in as the leader. This will put me back on the lead lap right here.
Keep digging.
So I'm up to 5th now. I got Tony by almost 2 seconds now. And we should go back to the lead right here. Yep, back to the lead. I got about a 2-second lead to Tony, which is about what it was before the stops started, so got the stops to cycle around nice there, and we got clean air behind and in front of us, so we ride this next cycle out.
Keep digging, buddy. Not over yet.
Definitely one of those, once I got the clean air, it's like, okay, I gotta wait for the mess. I have to try to lap Josh Wise. Is it wise to lap Wise? Yes. Yes, it
Door
is.
up top.
Might put up a little fight. Nope.
Clear right side.
Next target is a net. Looking for our 5th win of the season this season.
We can do this all day.
approaching the halfway point. Yeah, this has been a pretty quick race, actually. This one's been a lot quicker than obviously the Bristol was, but get through 100 laps here. Get around the net, put a net lap down.
Right's clear.
Halfway.
Way home, buddy.
But so far I lead Stewart by almost 3 seconds. Truex, Bush, first 4. I've already lapped 2 cars. Josh Wise and Mike Lynette.
Whatever you're doing, you just keep doing it.
And I am on 100% AI, so anybody thinking, oh, you changed the AI after Bristol? No, I didn't. I'm still at 100% AI. Just once I got out front and got some clean air. If I'm able to run where I want to run. What a difference, though, between Bristol and here. Somebody said in the chat that they thought Bristol was going to be better for, or Richmond was going to be better for me than Bristol, and well, they proved me wrong because I thought Richmond was going to be the same as the others. So not only are we running good and leading laps, but we set the fastest lap of the race so far. So.
We having fun out there?
Good race overall for us so far. More lap cars ahead though. Yep, somebody's pitting, so the cycle's starting again. I had the same car that kicked the cycle the first time, which appears to be Menard. I think that's Menard.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
Yep. Looks like the cycle's starting to kick off here. Is that McDowell? Yep. Out of the pit road.
Left side's clear.
90 to go.
Keep digging, buddy. Not over yet.
Drifted way high. Trying to drive away with this one. I knew if we could get out front, I know the way Richmond being, that I knew if I could get out front, we'd probably be gone, but it would be a matter of getting out front and staying out front. And so far we've done both. Now exiting back to the track right in front of Gilland. Gonna check up a little bit for that.
No one's gonna touch you out here today.
Maybe HSA's taken about just over 3 hours to do both these races so far. More cars to pit road. .85 to go. I could split this last run in half, do 40 laps apiece. About 40 laps apiece. If I can get 80 to go, and then I'll pit.
Okay, let's use that clean air. Keep digging.
Should I say get to 80 to get to 80 to go, then I can split it up 40 and 40.
I'm really concerned about your fuel. It's running a little low.
Stewart already pitted. Truex stays out.
At this lap, I want you to come down pit road right now.
Is he gonna pit this time? Nope,
Front's heading to the pit.
not this time. Sorry, I got interrupted for a moment.
Look at that fuel gauge, buddy. That'll tell you how many laps we got.
Try going. Yeah, let's stretch it. Said I want to stretch it to 80 to go, so I can try to split this last run 40 apiece.
Come on, man. You have to pit this lap.
Trying to make this a one-stop race. Oh, yeah, now I'll bring it.
Remember pit road speed.
Down enough. Yep.
Looks like you're running on empty. Let's fill her up the starters. We need 4 tires, Dimple. Okay, let's make this work.
Down, make another small adjustment. Just rotate back in it. We are running a little cool. Let's see if I can make this a one-stop race now. Just chair.
Way to go, boys. Nice bit.
There you go.
Push that pace now, buddy. Stay focused. We can do this. You're 1 lap down.
So now I gotta go 40 laps. I gotta go to 160.
Car front's heading to the pit.
Keep an eye on the gas gauge and see if we can go to 160. If we go to 160, we can make it on one more stop.
That's it, dude. Every position is more points.
This game is so good right now. Just keep making little adjustments.
Nicely done, man.
You know, fastest lap of the race.
Top 5 car. Keep chasing it, man. Let's do this.
Jerks is trying the long game of stretching the fuel as far as he can to see if he can catch a caution trap some guys a lap down, but
Okay.
pace is just so much that we're not seeing the rash of cautions. Not like at Bristol. I'm gonna have about the same lead I had to Tony once it cycles around too.
You're doing it today.
Okay.
Car outside.
Go around the Danica.
One outside. Right side's clear.
Tony actually gained a little bit of time in that run too. He was
Just looking. Got one work at the bottom.
over 2 seconds behind me, and now he's dropped it under 2 seconds. So he gained a little time in that run. Yepes is back again. Yep, Yepes just wrapping up the second race. This race wasn't as bad as the first one now. That first race, Bristol, was terrible. This one, a lot more calmer.
Nice and smooth. You're way
Not
out
as many
front.
caution
Use that clean
flags. Got the lead, and I've basically been leading since, so. Stewart, Bush, Truex, that's your top four.
Car outside. Gotta get to the
Ooh,
bottom.
oh, Mikey.
Clear on the high
You
side.
give me a little more room than that, Mikey. I know you're a lap car and you have every right to fight me, but I'm on fresher tires than you, so. And I'm the leader, so. Trying to make this race on one stop if I can. Gotta go to lap 160. About 30 laps from now. I think we can do it.
Doing great. Nice.
140 would be the halfway point in this tank. If I do this right. Try to make it on one stop. Clearly going to lead the most laps here, I think, in this race. Looks like Truex and Bush are closing a little bit on Tony for second. Truex got around Bush. Keep an eye on that race, obviously, because if we get a restart,
Whatever you're doing, you just keep doing it.
I gotta bear in mind who's behind me. Right now, Truex has the freshest tires of those three, so fresher even than me, so.
One up top. Move down low.
Good old Richmond. $65 to go.
Looking inside.
I don't know, it might be more than a one-stop race. I don't think I can make it. I may have to make a splash for fuel late.
Smooth. You're way out in front. Use that clean air.
I said I gotta make it to 160, because then I know that's 40 laps, and then it's another 40 lap run from there, so. If I can make it to 160, and I know we can make it just pitting once, but if we have to pit before 160, then it's gonna be more than one stop.
Stay high. Move up high. Move up high.
Chase forced me high. Haley pitting. Hey, Chase, be a teammate. Give me a little bit. I know I dumped you at Bristol, but you need to give me a bit of a break here.
Coming low. Put it on the left.
It's be a 20 lap run this time around.
Car on the bottom, 3 back. Clear left.
A nice, like, 5 sec, just about 5 second gap. 60 to go. Yeah, I don't know if I can stretch it into the 20 laps. We're gonna try. Obviously, take the fuel as far as it'll go, but it's gonna be close trying to do this on one stop. The Yaley, yep, Yaley on and off. They start to close in on Bane.
We can do this all day.
Maybe not all day. Maybe not all day.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
Couple more cars in front on the tail end of the lap pitting. Vickers. Or no, that's Mears. He didn't come to pit road either. He dropped low like he was going to, and then he didn't. There he goes. Now Mears is coming. Mears. It's like a net.
Clear left side.
Not this time, but next time around. Ooh, scrape it.
Go high, go high. You're doing great. Nice and steady. Second place is way back. Car in front's heading to the pit. Left side's clear.
Tigger's up to P3
Watch your
now.
inside. Car inside.
Stewart
trying to get to
headed.
your corner. Clear left side. Low side's clear. Watch your rear. You're clear.
Damn, I'm almost a second off of my best time right now. Shows you the fall off.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
And I'm almost a near second off my best time. $50 to go this time. 5-0.
50 to go. 5-0. You can do this.
So close being able to make it on one more stop. They're gonna be so close, but yet so far away.
Save your
Far
fuel,
stretching
buddy.
it.
I can't say this enough. Save, save, save. Okay, this lap. Coming this time. Keep digging, buddy. Not over
Yeah,
yet.
they got a little bit there.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
Ooh. in, Algar's in. Lane behind me. Whoa, drifting high. My right front is gone. Try going one more lap.
Go high. Stay down.
You're running on fumes, pal. Keep your speed as steady as you can and try to get her back here.
Okay, pit this time. Pit this time.
Yeah, my right front's gone. I don't think we're gonna make it. Not on one more anyway.
Caught speeding on pit road.
You need some fuel. I think we should change those tires out. Okay, buddy, we're ready for you.
Make another wedge adjustment. Add a little more tape. No, I don't need any damage repaired. Close to being able to make it on one more stop, but couldn't stretch it that
Okay,
any
boys, be
bit
safe
further.
and smart. Here we go.
As good a car as I have, I don't want to risk running out of fuel. Losing the track position.
Nice job, boys. Great pit stop.
Doing great, buddy. That pit stop's gonna make all the difference. One lap behind.
So we're lap down, running in fourth actually.
Go down low.
Whoa.
Clear up
Got
top.
Regan? Yeah, Regan got in the back of me.
Watch your inside. One down low.
With the lap back right here.
Still inside. Left side's clear. Far from
Truex
low.
can't make it either on one stop, so nobody can make it on one more stop. Unless somebody really stretches it. So what I might do, I ran... let's see, that was 25 laps. Or no, 35 laps.
You got this.
35 to go would be 165.
Left side's clear.
Question is, do I come at 165, top it off, and then try to go to the end? Especially with this race having the green flag look to it. I might do that. I might come early and then just stretch it.
Go to the high side. Car inside at your door.
That might be my plan.
Left side.
I might do that.
We have fun out there. Two back, coming low.
But I'll wait to like lap 167 and then come. Because I don't want to do it right on 35 to go. Yeah, I ran 35 laps there, but I don't want to stretch it that close.
Car outside.
Just give me a couple of laps leeway for GWC.
3 wide, 2 high.
Should we have one?
Clear low. One outside.
Whoa, Harvick. That was near disaster right there.
Coming low. 40 to go. Keep it going.
Prime position right here.
Whatever you're doing, you just keep doing it.
Definitely gonna lock up the bonus point for lead the most laps for sure.
One outside.
Harvick's still there. Well, he's fighting me hard because he's the last car in the lead lap,
Right
but
side's clear.
Harvick, I'm just that much better than you.
Car on the bottom, one back. Car tucked in behind you. Clear on the high side. Clear right.
Is it Kurt Busch running up there then?
Car on the bottom, two back.
Must be Kurt Busch running fourth then. Kyle's back here 24th. That's interesting because he started the day as the pole sitter. Momentum of winning Bristol last week.
And clear.
It was like it didn't go so hot for Kyle now.
3 back, coming low.
23rd in the race.
Doing great. Nice
Yeah,
and
let's
steady.
do it. 30 to go.
Way back.
30 to go. I'll pit. Check off the last cycle.
Right's clear.
Gotta put second place in points a lap down.
Car at your door.
Pole sitter
At your door.
for today and last week's winner.
Clear right
Or
side.
last race winner, I should say, not last week's winner, but last race winner. 'Cause I did the 2 races today,
At your
so.
door up top. Go to the low side. Car outside. Trying to get to your corner. No one's going to touch
Oh,
you.
I'm still
out here today.
fighting.
Clear high.
He might get Blaney because I'm fighting him so hard. Oh, Kyle.
Clear left.
Knocked me a little sideways. Almost near disaster right there. There you go.
30 to go. 3-0.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pit. Short
Car in
pit.
front's heading to the pit. Got a car closing on your outside.
Make sure we don't
Watch
speed.
Let's not give NASCAR a reason to black flag us.
We're going to go
Good.
4 tires. We might as well fill her up. All right, let's do this. In and out.
All 4 tires. Go full of fuel. Final pit stop. See if we can hold on and get the W here.
Get ready, ready. Give me a fast stop here, guys.
It's like since we got the lead about lap 90, this car has just been on rails since. See if we can close it out.
Now that's one of the fastest of the day. Awesome work, guys. Awesome work.
Like I said, we got a real good car here. Just take care of it, buddy. You're one
We're
lap
gonna,
down.
we're gonna be a lap down
Let's do this
because
now. Time to go to work.
cycle. So
Car
let
in
this
front's heading to the pit.
cycle itself around.
Keep a good pace. You're doing great. Stay up. Just let him by. Inside. Still down low. Clear down low. Car closing on the inside. Go up top. Okay, let's go find your next victim.
What's interesting is the field is kind of so spread out too that there hasn't really been a lot of
Car on the
cars
bottom, one back.
multiple laps down in this race either. So
Put it on the left.
that's why we only lapped up to like 23rd, 22nd.
Car in front's heading to the pit. Left side's clear. Looking low. Inside. Low side's clear. Clear left.
You want to caution, but I could knock Biffle out of my damn way because
Right
he's
side's clear.
in my way.
Like we said today, nice and smooth. Stay focused. Car approaching low. Move up high. Move up high.
ready. I put one on the plate for you.
Okay.
Car high. One up top.
Okay, I'll be right back. Right back so we can finish this. Let's finish this. Headset back on. Let's finish this.
Car up top.
Need this cycle to cycle
On the
around.
outside. Car inside at your door.
I need this to stay green.
Nice pass.
So I gotta be careful running around the AI. I don't wanna
Car
spin an AI and cause a caution.
all clear, bud.
Ooh, almost like that. Sorry,
Go
Casey.
high. Go high.
Oh, Casey.
Car outside. Trying to get to your corner. Okay, 20 to go. He's coming on the inside.
That was nearly bad.
One lap behind.
Yep, 20 to go.
Nice and easy.
Less than 20 to go.
Doing what you've been doing. Car in front's heading to the pit.
I think we went two different strategies here. I think Truex is going to try to stretch it as far as he can. I don't think he can make it, though. I think he's about 4 laps shy of making it. Of course, yours truly trying to see if he can do that pit as soon as the window open, pit, and go from there.
Nicely done, man.
13th. Casey's 18th after the stops.
Left side's clear. Right's all clear, bud.
Jeff. Thought Jeff was going to come that time.
Go up high.
Jeff going to be 4th here.
Clear left. Car in front's heading to the pit. Car inside. Trying to
Jeff
get to
should be
your corner.
pitting this time.
Inside.
Ooh, that got high.
Inside's clear.
Jeff coming. Is that Carl? Yep.
Go high.
Edwards with a decent run, actually. Yeah, I think Truex is the only lead out car that hasn't pitted yet. Seventh. Now Truex is in. So 15 to go. I'm now back on the lead lap.
There's more points.
More positions. Kyle Busch now the leader. He stayed out. I think Boyer and Truex pitted together. Should go by them here.
Nice pass.
There's Truex right there. So we're up to second.
Clear left side.
And Kyle is in now, so I think we might have played the right strategy here.
Clear on the left.
13 to go. Back to the point. Passing Bush on pit road. I understand Kyle trying to stretch it because he was 23rd, so
Clear down low.
I can understand trying to stretch it, even though I don't think it really worked in the long run for him.
He's coming on the inside.
Where they were running, they had to try something different. Let's see, I think there's 18 cars on the lap. I think Casey's the last of those.
Whatever you're doing, you just keep doing it.
I might just let Casey go here if he gets a look, because I got a 15-second lead to Stewart, so. A lot of cars ahead. Including what appears to be, I see. Oh, there's two cars up there. There's two blue ones. Can't quite see who it is. I think one of them's Whit. I think it's Whit and Chase, if I'm right. No, it might be Jimmy and Chase. One of them's a 25 car, I just don't know who the other one is. Yeah, I think it's Jimmy and Chase. I got Casey behind me, I don't know where Jeff is, but we almost got him in a row right here. It's Chase. Oop, there's a wall. Yeah, that is Jimmy. Trying to gain a spot on Kenseth, I think. I think it's for the last car in the lead lap. Yeah, it's 11th place, Kenseth. Jimmy wants in the top 10.
7 to go. Far outside you.
Hey, Chase, I had to dive it there.
Far inside, just looking. Clear left side. Go low. Clear right side.
We have only 10 cars in the lead lap at the end of this thing possible. 6 to go.
6 to go. Okay, let's use that clean air. Keep
There we
digging.
go. So give me the clear lane in, Chase. Oh. Okay, there we go.
Car on the bottom, 3 back. Low side's clear.
5 to go.
5 to go.
He's stuck at 11th. Don't know if Matt picked up a position or not, but he definitely got around Jimmy, or definitely held off Jimmy's charge. 4 to go.
4 to go.
So we're gonna get one on a short track, guys. After the chaos that was Bristol, out of a team
Digging, buddy. Not over yet.
Richmond race. Yeah, Burton's a lap, more than a lap down, so that 10th place is between Jimmy and Matt. And Matt's got 2 lap cars between him and Jimmy now, so it's probably gonna be okay to hang on to 10th. 2 to go.
2 to go.
See if I can try to help. Let me try to help Jimmy here. See,
Clear up top.
I just sent Burton. Sorry, Jeb. Didn't mean to send you. Sorry, Josh. Didn't mean to send you.
Car up high.
White flag. Last lap.
Make it count now. Here we go. One more time.
Well, after the chaos that was Bristol, we're going to steal one in Richmond. To start 19th, that will be win number 5 on the season. 5th win of the season, we win Richmond.
There you go. Yes, yes, yes. You're the man. Same great driver, just another day in victory lane. Awesome job, little buddy.
And as usual, I must do what I was going to make my routine for this season. The unwind lap. See if I can just throw it reverse and run around the track. Gotta do something unique, eh? No. Nope, I ain't done yet. I ain't done yet. We're gonna do this. Taking Kurt Busch's lap that he did after he won the Atlanta Spring Race in '09. Unlike Kurt, you know, I did trying to do it the whole. Let's see, gotta get off the wall first. Take a look at the 4 results for this race too, and whip it back around. And we'll get a donut.
You're the man.
So there we have it. 5th win of the season. I also tied Junior's best year in terms of total wins on a season. You ever had more than 5 wins in a season? Well, that's 5. Take a look at 4 results. Damn, we almost led half the race. 97 laps. 3 laps away from leading the most laps, or the half the race. Truex led the second most through those pit stops. Stewart, Boyer, and Keselowski all led. Johnson led 22 laps. Casey, Biffle, Murray all led a lap. Larson, Kyle Busch still ended up. Well, he still finished 23rd despite trying to do the late strategy. We had 11 cars on the lead lap. Jimmy the last of those. Any retirements? Nope. No retirements. We'll go ahead and check the points. And that'll be it for this stream anyway. I'll be streaming tomorrow stuff, so now I got a 30-point lead over Stewart, who takes 2nd from Busch. Boyer, Newman, no spots changed there. Kenseth up a spot. Carl up 2. Casey up 2. Harvick down 1. Loses stays 2. Jimmy stays on 11th. Bain loses 6. Busch up 3. Gordon up 1. Dillon loses 1. And Eric Almirola loses 3. He's now the bubble driver. 6 points up on Truex, who with his good run moves up 17th. The other notables, look at Brad Denny barely hanging on to the top 20. Joey's 23rd. Biffle 28th. Last 2 in the standings are Danica and Chase. That'll do it. Yep, so I plan on streaming stuff tomorrow. I'll probably start with Forza, maybe do some iRacing, then other game stuff, so join me tomorrow when I do more.